So, welcome to our session of the Ascension here on Forgebreaker. I believe we are ready to go.
Neat.
Neat.
Turn myself away from shopping. I found another artist I like on Roll20 that has a bunch of map packs.
Nice.
Alright. So, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling for tonight. See what shenanigans y'all can get yourselves into. Though I think you all know what's coming for the most part.
Nah.
Alright, so, last session. Almost knocked my drink over. You found yourselves still within the steading belonging to these hill giants that you've been sent to seek out and figure out why they're working in conjunction with other giant races, as that is unheard of here in the Sword Coast. It's not something that happens, and they're banded together and attacking settlements and villages, and you've been sent to stop it. In your investigations thus far, you've slain a bunch of giants and learned a little bit, able to find a missive a couple sessions ago that gave you a name at the very least. As you continued on, you decided that after finding two stairwells leading down, that you would head downstairs and figure out what lies below the steading itself. As you did so, you found yourself in a somewhat cramped passageway, moving down these stairs in the secret hallway you found. You saw a couple things up ahead of you. You saw that in the floor, just before the transition into a much larger room, were these indentions where it seemed large metal bars had once sat and kind of blocked the way, but they were up at the ceiling now. You also found a small secret door off to your east that you decided to go through. After dodging a trap within it, you started searching through the room and able to find various items that all seemed pretty worthwhile to find. And even finding a few items that were hidden by illusions. One illusion of this wall covered in yellow mold that instead had items, these weapons, hung on the wall behind it. And another illusion taking the form of a broken barrel covering up a watertight cask that was sitting over in the corner covered by this illusion. You proffered all of these items and stored them away and then continued adventuring and investigating further. As you made your way into the aforementioned large room, you saw a bunch of what appeared to be gems and coffers and such. Some of them spilled out onto the floor over to the west. And as you examined the room, you saw down to the south was another opening, but the bars, instead of being retracted to the ceiling in this opening, were clearly down, almost as if a double gateway was there. Not being able to see too well, Kaylin cast dancing lights and illuminated some parts of the room, and as soon as that happened, you were all attacked by creatures from beyond this barred wall. Eventually, you discovered that the creatures beyond it were manticores and were hurling tail spikes at you. They did a good amount of damage to a couple of you, and it was somewhat hard and somewhat difficult to attack them back as these bars kept hampering everything you were doing, and they seemed intelligent enough to try to dart to the side and break line of sight with you so you couldn't easily counterattack them. Eventually, you were able to slay all of these creatures within these four manticores, and still not finding a way, you started to try to lift the bars, but they were pretty heavy. But ultimately, you found that anyone who touched any of the coffers over to the western side of the room discovered two things. One, somewhat important one, is that as soon as any of them were disturbed, the bars blocking off the manticore room dropped and would have allowed them to enter into the room with you. You also saw the bars that were from your initial entrance back towards the secret room and the stairs fell, blocking off that direction. Even with some more investigation, you weren't able to find any kind of mechanism to go through, and eventually summed up that more than likely there was no mechanism. These bars were child's play for a giant to lift up with their unnatural strength compared to yourselves. Beyond the manticore room, you found another room that had a bunch of treasure into it. Seemed to be a bit of a smaller hoard of it. Found a bunch of copper and electrum and things of that nature that you decided that wasn't really worth your time, only taking the valuables from this room. And then continuing on. You found another secret entrance in this large room, one that led off to the south this time. It led to another small hallway with another backside of a door beyond it. And as you opened this door, you discovered a retinue of guards giants and bugbears alike, all set up, waiting and watching the stairwell in this room. They didn't quite see you initially, but after trying to set up for an attack, you were spotted and battle broke out. The force proved somewhat admirable in their attempt to try to kill you all. Some of them able to definitely inconvenience at the best most of you and doing some damage to the others. Berwyn taking a healthy beating through most of that fight as he was kind of out in the open where all the bugbears were. But ultimately, you were able to slay this force, including this deformed giant as well as a cloud giant that was present in the room with the bugbears and their smaller leader. But you weren't able to slay the leader of these bugbears, and he took off running, heading down to the southeast and going through a doorway down there. And as he did so, you could understand him yelling out that the rest of them needed to join the battle. And that is where we're going to be starting the session tonight.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. Oh, taking forever to load.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
So, as you find yourself still in the midst of combat, this bugbear retreating away from you, you, at the very least, Markinor, able to understand that more forces are being rallied and probably heading your way, though you haven't quite seen them yet. But you feel that you probably will shortly.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Bunch of dice rolls. It's fine. Or maybe I'll find them first.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sending. All right. So, seeing this bugbear flee into this other room through this doorway down here, you see the rest of the enemies within this room have been slain. Their bodies still fresh gore on the floor and such, but Kaylin, you are the next to react. What would you like to do?
Before we get into that, did you have music going, Havoc?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because we don't
not hear it?
No.
How about now?
Nope.
Say what? Try restarting that. How about now?
No.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
No.
Do you hear it now? I hope not, because that's overpowering me.
No.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Help! Technology!
Help.
How does this keep breaking when I'm not changing any settings? Don't understand. Desktop is turned up all the way. A1B2 is turned on. Y'all can hear me, so Discord's working.
Mm-hmm.
Aux output, aux input is set. Noise gate's turned down. Why though?
But why?
Aux output, aux input, okay. Check my audio settings compared to my bass. That's turned up, A1B2. Somebody talk for me?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, that's all working.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check.
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
I'm not getting any audio from desktop for some reason. Okay. Still not getting audio. Okay.
I'm going to play music in the event that he can't play music, so. Yeah. Do you want me to just put some music in the bot?
Yeah, for right now, as I'm trying to figure out what.
Okay.
How about now?
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn it up just a bit. That's better. That's really
Alright.
overpowering now.
Okay. That's what I'll say. It's deafening me over here. Like, normally I'd have it right there compared to my cans. How's that sound?
Don't really hear it.
It's a little low, yeah.
That's good.
Right around there. Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Adjust a couple things then. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Yep.
Turn y'all up. Okay. Y'all talk for a second for me.
Hello. Can
Okay,
you
that's
hear
too
us?
much. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. I feel you inside my head there for a second. All right. Hopefully audio issues will not present any further. All right. So, everything's good now. Kaylin, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Do I need to
Well,
move
since
that
I
button?
didn't hear the bugbear,
Sure.
I don't think I understood the
Yeah.
bugbear talking, so I'm just going to think that combat is over for a minute. Walk 30 feet into the room.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
All right. Stepping over bodies and such, Kaylin kind of moves around, seeing nothing else alive at present, but not seeing the
I'm actually
bugbear
working.
chief around.
I just figured out what I'm doing. I'm going to retrieve my javelin that I threw here.
Okay, yeah, from I think it was like this guy or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you pick your javelin back up. This bladed javelin with lightning bolts on the end of it is what it looks like. The blade. All right, Aelion, what would you like to do?
Forever wary. I'm going to sheath my sword and pull out my bow and sword it. Ooh. Right next to Mark. Hey,
Oh,
Okay.
hello there.
that's it. I guess I'll hold an action. Anything?
See anything hostile? Attack it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Aelion moving up there, keeping a wary out. Starts. You all start hearing shuffling coming from beyond this doorway to the southeast. Though you're not quite sure what it is, but the sound seems to be growing. Berwin in wolf form. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna kind of
Hey.
stumble up here
Party Wipe, thank you for the raid and the host.
and hold an
welcome.
action in case something gets close to me.
We are just
Okay.
getting underway
Something,
here.
something that's
Uh,
not
Had some
Arcanor.
audio
Something hostile.
issues, but we're getting everything started. We're just getting ready to go back into combat. We had fought a bunch of bugbears and apes and a couple of giants, and now more are being sent in our direction. So we're getting prepared for that. But again, thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated.
Man, roll 20 is chunking tonight. I'm just trying to move some stuff around. Calm down. All right. And Markinor, you're starting to hear a growing sound of footsteps and clattering and growls and yells coming from that doorway.
Oh, goody. Oh, holy shit. I just opened my journal and wow, I forgot that number. I'm going to go ahead and start moving forward. And actually, no, I want to cancel that. Run up to here and be like, oh shit, and do like the Han Solo kind of run back thing.
Just turn around, just like,
And immediately,
oh, no.
immediately wave to everybody that there's more coming. And kind of give a whistle back to Kaylin to try to get her attention to come back over here. But I will hold my action until something gets within melee striking range for me to hit it with the hammer.
All right. So everybody kind of preparing, getting ready for what may be heading this way, though you're not quite sure. Except for Markinor says there's more of them. He clearly saw a group of bugbears heading directly towards him.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we're going to do this. Uh-huh. He's going to dash. Alright, so we're just going to group these guys up. Kaylin and Aelion especially, you start hearing more growls coming from the hallway to your south here. And Kaylin, you're able to look down to the south and see another group of bugbears charging your way.
Mm-hmm. It's because I can see everything.
Like that. Mass combat, so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
That does not go through walls, so they can go there. Okay. All right, and this guy. You hear more screams coming out that Markinor or anyone else that speaks Goblin can understand as they are outside. Kill them all. Screaming and echoing through. You hear a cry of roars from many mouths answering the order. And more seem to be coming here very shortly. Kaylin, your turn.
Didn't come out here.
All right. Well, since I can see this group coming down this main hallway, I'm gonna yell up to Aelion. Aelion, we got flankers in the hallway. Be careful.
Wasn't even supposed to be here today.
It's pretty, yeah. I don't even have to move. I love it.
Artillery activated.
Yep. And then I'm just gonna. Oh, I don't know why I rolled that third one. That was crap. Actually,
Okay.
screw it. I don't care. I'm not gonna take that one.
Devil's own luck.
Yeah. 1d0. That's gonna get me real far.
You know, if I was thinking, I would be one
There.
square over to the right,
So,
so that when things
16?
try to funnel out of that
17.
door, they have to pass through my
17.
guardians to do so.
Yeah.
All right.
But I screwed up and moved too close.
Okay.
Too far
The
back.
7. Who are you aiming at?
The one in the middle down here.
One in the middle. Okay. 17 will hit. The other 2 will miss.
Got it. 7 damage.
7 damage. All right.
Oh, they can see other things?
Anything
Oh, holy
else?
cow, they can. There's a flanking group over in the side.
Just seeing it get hit.
Bottom
It's
left
still
there.
pretty long range even for me. I'm just gonna do a little wave. Hi, I see you.
Okay. So you see these bugbears charging forward, morning stars and javelins bristling on their backs as they continue running up towards you. You send off 3 bolts of force energy, 2 of them kind of straying off and hitting the ground just short of the target, but the third one able to hit it, kind of making it stumble a step as it does so. It definitely did damage, but it's still coming at you as well as the entire group. Aelion.
So hearing Kaylin, I will heed the warning. Put my head around the corner and see these heads. Well, I'll shoot at the one on the right with.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. 25 and 30 will both hit. For 19. I don't think
That's
goblinoids are humanoids a favorite enemy?
Humanoids and dragon.
Humanoids are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of
Can you move your mic just a little bit,
me.
Max? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Put myself up a little bit.
Couldn't hear him.
Okay, so your favorite enemy will proc on these guys. Because they are considered a sub-race of humanoids. Alright, so that'll be 19 plus 8, which will be 27.
Yep.
Alright. Second arrow, first arrow digging into the chest of this one. You see him stumbling forward, and as he looks his head back up, your second arrow just hits him right between the eyes, and he just stumbles and collapses in a heap on the ground. Alright, and then you step back out of danger.
Yep.
For the time being, at least.
I do have a bonus action. I am going to drop Healing Spirit right on me.
Okay. We'll do this. I think it's Alt. Yeah. Bloop. Oops. There we go. All right, so green is your humans. All right, so healing up a little bit, taking out one of the charging bugbears, but there are still many more if the roar coming from that door is an indication of anything. And as you're hearing this roar, you start to see bugbears filing out of this place. You see them, just able to dodge around Markinor's swirling vortex of angry face spirits. They are kind of like, nah, we're good, and start moving forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That's what I was just telling Stream. I moved 5 feet too far to the left because I could have just forced them to funnel through the spirits to come out. But no.
Did I get skipped?
Ooh,
oh, you did. You did. I apologize.
Can I drop an initiative to behind Markinor?
Yeah, if you want to. You'll be there
there.
permanently. But yeah.
Yes. I understand. Yes, I would like to. Now,
Alright.
carry on with what you were doing.
Okay, let me just move this back up here. Very slowly. There we go. This one was going there. 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll go there. 15, 20, 25. Yeah, these two are going to rush in towards Markinor.
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, 3 of them.
Okay, so 3 in range. 1 sec.
Oh, God.
One of them was not having any of that.
Alright, so 16 to the other 2.
And the other one takes half damage, so 8. The one directly in front of me held my action, so he'll catch a hammer to the face. 24.
Yes, he will.
And 6 bludgeoning damage. And another 24 for another 6 bludgeoning damage.
Nothing if not consistent.
Right? Exact same.
All right,
rolls.
so this one that you're attacking, you see volleys of bristling weapons being pointed at you and Berwyn. These 3 moving forward, just charging as fast as they can up towards you. You are going to have, let's see. Berwyn, you're going to have 4 attacks coming at you. Markinor, you're going to have 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 4 and 4.
Okay, who are you attacking first?
Let's see. We'll do the melee first. So the 2 guys in front of you.
Okay.
Are bringing morning stars around at you.
Okay.
12 and 13 will miss. Then a javelin from the guy behind them is going towards you.
Okay.
22 to hit.
20 because
20
disadvantage.
rather.
Yep.
Right. And I think 20 doesn't hit, right? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, so let's see. And then the fourth one will be this guy down here who can barely see you, but we'll take a shot anyway and miss. And then we will have the 4 kind of in that back L line, starting with this guy and hitting with this guy, going at Berwin.
Okay.
So javelins. 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So that's the first one. Second one, 11.
Ow.
Natural 20.
Protection fighting style on the second or the last one there.
Okay. So it'll be a 20 to hit instead of a natural 20. And then
Thank
the
you.
fourth one, 17.
Yeah, all but one hit.
All right. So you will take 5 plus 3 plus 8, which will be 16 points of damage. This math is hard. All right, so javelins, morning stars just being swung widely out towards the two of you. Several bugbears hurt by the Fey spirits, as well as the hammer of Durgadin being swung through the air. However, all of these bugbears are still standing and still have a few more javelins at their ready that they can use. Markinor, your turn.
Deep breath, deep breath. Oh God, I see even more.
So that'll be
So the
3
ones,
more.
the 4 around the outer edge that didn't get hit last time, now have to roll.
2, 3, 4.
So
2
first 2
succeed, 1
save. Yep. So they take 6, and then 13 for the other 2.
Alright. So these up top are going to take 13. And these 2 are going to take 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. What am I going to do? I think I want to do this. Yes. No, I can't. Okay. I'm thinking, trying to decide what I'm doing here. I'm going to. We're just gonna hammer away at things. So, the one down here, he's looking pretty beat up. I'm gonna go ahead and smack him with the hammer.
So southwest, 22 will hit.
Okay. 11.
Okay, you cave his brains in.
Nice. The one to his north, taking the next hit. 22 again.
Consistency. Let's see, 11 damage.
No, it's 9.
Oh, damn. All right. Still standing then.
Okay. And I think that's going to be my turn.
All right.
Just double checking my list real quick, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my turn. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so able to take out one of the bugbears, severely wounding the second one you attacked. He is barely standing. Probably won't live much longer, especially with Berwin back behind him.
Why, hello there.
Woof woof.
You notice the healing spirit behind you. Okay.
I'm gonna run over, jump in that, and then come over here.
Alien,
do I need to roll the
healing?
d6?
Yeah, Alien, I'll do it.
Oof.
There you
Oof.
go. Oof, indeed. All right, 2
All
healing.
right, I'm gonna take a swing at this guy.
Okay.
$27.
27. Mm-hmm.
12.
Cleave him in half.
Poor little
All right.
Add 2 HP.
I'm gonna come in here and take a swing at this north guy.
Okay. 21. Yep, still
21.
hits.
Another 12.
Another 12. Okay.
And I will first level combat wild shape
Okay.
and be done.
All right, Berwin kind of moving up and brushing past Aelion as he tries to get a little bit of healing. A little bit of his cuts kind of mending up a bit from the healing spirit. Goes through and cleaves one of these bugbears clearly in two, Waith just having none of them, cutting through them like butter. Able to land a huge blow with the second attack on this one up here, a huge gash across this one's midsection now. It's barely standing, but it looks like it wasn't. Okay. So we got this group, which is going to move.
Journal is so full of stuff.
All right, Aelion, you see this group charging down the hall, screaming outwards. They move towards you and get right up behind you, their weapons prone or prepped and ready to attack you, but not quite able to do so yet. Now these guys got to go.
Do it. Do it. I'm gonna die.
Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 javelins are flying towards Markinor.
Do it.
Oh dear.
Do it.
So all these javelins just flying through. They're trying to aim them in such a way that they don't hit their comrades. These Fey spirits spinning around, buffering into their comrades as well. Just pure chaos happening in this doorway. Berwin, you're kind of standing there looking back after slashing this one, and you just see a hail of javelins flying, clattering off of armor of Markinor, and then hitting the ground next to him, flying past them, and the bugbears. Somehow you see Markinor kind of looking around, his eyes a bit wide, and he looks down. He's like, oh, no holes. And it's fine. Nothing hit.
That's a lot of javelins.
Oops, shit. That's not the right key. There we go. This guy is going to step up as well. Okay, and one more javelin comes flying out after the others. And still misses. Man, I can't get good rolls tonight. That's unfortunate. All right. Okay, so hail of javelins has been just completely thrown at Markinor. You see all of them kind of looking a slight bit panicked with Markinor just standing there, not, just untouched by any of these javelins. Kaylin, you're up.
I envision the whole Neo scene in the hallway where he just kind of flexes and everything just falls in front of him.
What do I want to do? Okay, yeah. Gonna need a box. Okay, seeing all 4 of these guys up right next to Aelion, rather than attacking them, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
A cube. So I gotta roll a. I forget what the dang save is. I think it's a dex save, right?
Dex save.
Yeah, dex save.
So
you
like
should be able to put that in social.
Yeah, like that. That's what I was looking for.
Okay, dex saves. So 2 20s and 2 not 20s.
The 2 not 20s are lit up in green light and.
Nice.
We'll
have.
roll.
Markinor is
Blue,
so
it doesn't matter.
overpowered as a tank. He has
this one
20. What's
and
his
this
AC? Hold on,
one
22.
are
21.
highlighted
I thought I had
in
22.
blue light.
Alright, so any attack roll against those guys has advantage. If you can see it.
21 AC. But he has a cloak of displacement, so everything's a disadvantage when it attacks him. And
all right.
Yeah, so that's
and his
That
armor
would be my
is dipped in adamantine, so like crit hits mean nothing to me.
The mist drops of this haze coming through and not affected by the spell, but the other two just kind of freeze up in panic, waiting for something to kill them, and then they stand around and they just see themselves glowing. They're like, oh, what the hell? And mildly bothered by this right now.
Especially in our campaign where we do max damage on crits. Yeah, I'm all for it. Man,
next
some
up is
bad rolls.
sheath my bow and pull out that couple of swords, Shatterspike and my rapier, and not quite able to hit the one down there to the south. I'm just going to start my assault on this one right in front of me.
Okay.
Good one. 13 hit.
Miss. 17 will hit. For 17. Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action.
20 will hit.
Stab his brains out.
And slicing through him with Shatterspike, opening up a deep wound across his chest. As he's buckling over, you take that moment with your offhand to bring your rapier up and stab it right through his throat. He slips off of your blade as he collapses to the ground. Alright. Which group is that? That's target. Okay.
5 of them.
With the preemptive spirit guardians.
Like, we know.
He knows what I'm going to ask for. So.
We know what's happening here.
You know what I'm about.
Literally, this is all I do. I mean, something
That
scares
and
me.
not
Spirit
get
guardians. Yeah, and not get hit.
Give me 1 second, doing something. Okay.
They lasted past the first round. They got to level up. Suddenly, they're a little more dangerous.
Suddenly more dangerous. Quite terrifying, really. Okay. Alright, that's it. Come on. Roll 20's not happy tonight.
I find that it's not happy most nights anymore.
Yeah. And, like, it has good nights. Like, sometimes it'll run super smooth. But tonight is not one of those.
I use LastPass, the password storage thing, and the extension that I have for it on my web browser ends up catching Roll20 while it's playing, and then it freezes everything.
That's
It's
fun.
really weird. Like, I'll get a message saying, "Do you want to stop this extension?" And I'm like, I guess, yes.
Sure.
Yikes.
Wait, what's happening here? Okay. Alright, so 5 coming out of them. Starting off strong. 3, 4, 5.
Hey.
Okay. So 1
One
succeeds.
succeeded.
That'll be
16 to all the others.
the middle guy will succeed, so he is going to take 8, and then everyone else will take 16 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Get the
16.
lawnmower out.
I'm doing my part.
Wait, that's the one I just reduced. Okay, and then this guy. Okay. So as you see them moving forward, once again, your spirit guardians just start rushing over the battlefield around you, crushing several of these bugbears, but a few of them are still alive and attempting to attack you. Not liking that.
Okay.
2 of them, Morning Stars, 14 and 13,
Do not.
and then 1 javelin. 8 also does not hit.
Does not.
All right. Futilely trying to attack Markinor, not having good luck in it, unfortunately. And that is going to be...
All they can do? They can do more,
Yep.
right? Oh. That's just
me.
Not that
Yeah.
squad.
Not that squad.
I don't think there's many left in that squad now.
Well, these are both going... Oh, God. After the first one,
Against
the one directly east.
directly east, okay.
Mm-hmm.
13 points of damage. Catch him in the head.
Okay. And then
Squish.
southeast, an additional 7.
Crush his chest.
Nice.
What am I supposed to do over here, man?
Look pretty.
Oh, jeez, he's going in.
So pretty much it would have caught this one and this one on the way in, and then the 3 around me and this one would have been hit, but the bottom 3 would not.
Okay.
So new Spirit Guardians roll. Oh, this is a high one too.
Oh.
All right. So 2 of them will
8.
save.
Okay. So they'll take 12 if they save.
So 12.
24 if they do
And-
not.
Easy damage.
It's really beefy damage.
24. 24. 24. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to stand here and just be like, okay, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me.
Okay.
That's going to be my
You
turn.
can't see me.
Yeah, so Markinor disappears in the room, and you hear a bunch of screams of pain coming from inside. Berwin.
Sounds like fun. I'm right here and take a swing at the closest guy.
Uh-huh.
Damn it! Why did you have to go so far in? I don't have advantage on this attack. Not that I necessarily
If you
need it.
kill
24 hits.
If you kill him, you could force your way into the room.
13.
Still standing.
Oh.
Damn it! 15. No.
Unfortunately, second one, he ducks underneath
Ah.
dodging the attack.
No. Okay.
All right. So Waith coming out once again, slicing through, landing a pretty good blow, kind of slicing through the neck of this bugbear. But you see him holding onto his neck with one hand, shield kind of propped up in front of his face, and sees another attack coming and ducks underneath it, trying to stay alive. As these guys are, but they see a lone elf that is easily surrounded. So over here, over
I
here,
can't see this.
and up, and right there. And 3 Morningstar attacks out at Aelion.
Rip Aelion.
21, 9, and a 13.
First one hits.
All right, so 9 piercing damage. You're able to agilely dodge 2 of the attacks, but then you're caught kind of right in the hip by this Morningstar digging into your waist for 9 piercing
Trying to.
damage.
I left him with 4 though. Like that's good, right? It's not like I'm abandoning them to chase down like 1 or 2
Okay.
bad guys. There's
And
like
next group.
a room full of them. Okay.
So we're gonna say 1, 2,
Call
shit,
5.
Nope, don't do that.
Maybe
2,
this
3,
one
4.
because that's 3/4 on that. Maybe no.
Trying to zoom in. It's more like a quarter.
Yeah, it's like a quarter.
Yeah, so 3, 4.
4 of them.
Yeah, because that's also a quarter down there. So yeah, 4 of them will make
Okay.
wisdom saves.
Okay.
Looks like it's getting aggressive for me. I'm going to have to turn it down a little bit.
23.
Wisdom saves. They're so good at these. Okay. Yep, nobody succeeds. They all take 23 points of damage.
23.
Let's just start marking everyone as dead real quick. Because they all had 3 HP.
Going well.
And this one.
My
Yep, all of them
cleric
dead.
tank
Okay,
is
so
pretty much just walking
there
all
are
over the
still
bad guys tonight.
3 left in this group that are going to...
Try
no,
it.
thank you. No,
Try it.
No,
Come
thank
on.
you.
Come on, try it.
You see them starting to kind of set up a defensive formation around this larger bugbear, hurling their last two. No, sorry. They still have 1 more javelin after this. So 9, 20, and 18.
Ooh, that one almost got me. but
Almost.
no, none of them. Almost got me.
Almost got me.
The
So
fact-
more javelins coming out, but just can't hit you.
The fact that they have to roll like a 17 or 18
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
minimum.
Yeah, bugbear's not super strong. Lots and lots of
No.
trash mobs, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this guy is going to step around back behind his defenders and hurl another javelin at Markinor. It's going to miss.
Oh, poor guy.
His javelin just snaps in half as it hits the bugbear in front of you, just defiling the corpse of his comrade. He moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and he
Don't
starts
run.
heading through another door.
No, wait, come back.
You see him disappearing into another hallway.
Oh
All right.
my gosh.
Kaylin.
All right,
I'm going to have to chase another one down,
gonna
man.
go after that one right at the top.
Okay. All 3 hit.
Die, motherfucker.
Last one will do it. Anything else?
Just gonna start moving forward.
All right. So Kaylin started moving back, seeing them
Oh, I'm
surrounding
gonna do it.
Aelion.
Watch.
Lends a hand in the form of murder balls of force energy, sending these 3 Eldritch Blasts into the same guy, denting
Oh,
into him. You
there's-
see his right shoulder rock back,
something
then his
new.
left, and then the last one flies
Oh,
right
there's
into his
something new.
neck, crushing his throat. He chokes for a few moments and then cripples over dead. Aelion!
There's something new on the turn order.
There we go.
Hey, there you go.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start with this guy to my right. Kind of grinning madly, he starts swinging.
To the right. Yeah.
Oh, he's
Uh-huh.
paced.
All right, so that's 13 plus a fuck ton more. Yeah, he's dead.
He's paced.
24 on the
Still
second.
28 on that second
crit.
one, yeah.
Then
Yeah,
before
28 just at the second would have killed him.
Turn around and stab the guy behind him.
You do so. For another 13. Okay. Aelion hadn't gotten to fight his favorite enemy in a while, but here we are.
It's terrifying.
There's a reason he's winning.
People don't think it be like it is, but it do.
But it do. All right, so Aelion lashing out with Shatter Spike, this glowing bugbear, not really noticing that it's just making him super easy to see here. Aelion's guided attacks go in and just slice through. The first one knocking him off balance, and as he's kind of leaning backwards, Shatter Spike with just supernatural speed whips back around and lops the head of this bugbear off. He quickly turns around with his the flourish of his rapier, stabbing it into the stomach of this other bugbear, still standing, but he's groaning in pain, some blood kind of popping up in his mouth. Aelion and
Oh,
Kaylin,
Oh, no.
you hear heavy thuds
Oh, no.
moving very quickly. Doom, doom, doom.
Oh no.
20,
From where?
40. And you see
Oh.
two giants rushing
no.
down the hallway towards you.
And I don't see that.
Let me zoom out the map here a little bit so I can see all of this chaos. All right. So you see them rushing as fast as they can. Great clubs in their hands. They see you and let out deep bestial roars as they charge forward. What even squad is that? I gotta move you, Berwin.
That
It's
one.
the target squad. There's one man left. Whose
One.
man is this?
Whose man is this?
Who's man?
He sees a giant direwolf with a fucking greatsword in its mouth to his north, and sees terrifying guardians surrounding the guy just holding his shield in front of him to his south. He just screams and swings his morning star at Berwin,
and
he slips on some of the blood from his comrade to his south and just misses completely. Markinor.
At the advisement of chat,
oh dear.
going to move and capture everything here. So the first one, if it doesn't die, is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. He will not die. Taking 11 points of damage. Still alive. Swing his Morning Star at you. This is
Okay.
going well. Yep, misses.
Misses. Jeez. They just lay down their
20.
weapons at this point. They're like, no, we're
20
done.
hit.
We lose. We lose.
Alright, they're both still alive. Still alive, but God, they should not have gotten out of bed today.
Yeah, why not? Because I want to make the first guy suffer a bit. I'm just going to move back here and re-engulf him again in the Spirit Guardians.
I think it's... You won't get another proc on it, though.
Let me check. It's anytime
I think it's only
that
the first-
enters or exits.
When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its
Oh,
turn.
okay, yep.
So
I got
it's only
you.
once per-
I got you.
That would be broken.
That would be
otherwise.
super broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I'm gonna step 5 feet away,
yeah.
5 feet forward, 5
Yep.
feet away, 5 feet forward.
So I'll stand here. Yeah, that could have been so bad.
Yeah.
And the guy that's running away, I want to... I'm just going to try to blast him in the back, see if I can do it. Dex save from him.
Does he have any save skills? He does not. Fails.
Okay.
Singe his back as he's running
11.
away.
And I believe that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, because spell attack is different than attack action. So,
Right.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that's my turn.
All right. So, severely hurting these 3 bugbears. Like, I'm tempted to just mark them dead because they're not going to survive next turn. Okay. And then singeing this one bugbear that is clearly running away, approaching another door, his hands outstretched. He screams in pain as this flame hits him in the back, singeing some of the fur on his back off. You smell this, burnt fur smell. It's gross. But they're still standing.
Super pleasant.
No. Berwin,
Super pleasant.
your turn.
Yes. There's still one guy right below me, isn't there?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like this. I don't like that
Uh-huh.
he's still there. The 28 hit.
It does.
Maybe.
8.
You just hear him. You see him like raising up the Morning Star, like, please no, and you just lop his head off.
Nah. Having heard those giants coming, I would
Yeah,
like
they're
to
making
fight
me-
them. So,
Yeah, I mean, is this something I would have heard? Because nobody has
It's-
said anything, so I don't know that Mark
It's
and
not
I would know.
even. You didn't quite hear the footsteps, but you felt him.
Felt them.
You
and-
can hear.
I'm
Just
gonna move here.
Dum, dum,
Okay.
like your feet are shaking. The rocks around you are jiggling back and forth.
Okay.
And
And
with
not
my
really.
second attack,
Go ahead.
attack this bugbear.
Okay.
Having passed through the spirit guardian, or not the healing spirit. Thank you, buddy. This one with advantage.
Yeah, and with nobody saying anything, I wouldn't know that there's something back behind us. I would just know there's a giant somewhere close by.
I say very close by the
11.
amount that the ground is shaking.
Yeah.
11. Okay, he's still standing.
I would have assumed I would have heard their roar since, wolves have
You have
really
more-
good hearing.
You
And
have
I
more
was
acute
in the
hearing,
room.
but yeah, and you're not surrounded by enemies all screaming in death throes and
Right.
such, like Markinor was.
Mhm.
All right, slash through him with Waith. This last bugbear near Aelion is still standing, though.
Damn it. Okay. That's it.
Alrighty.
Need to add my +3.
He's gonna try to attack Aelion again.
An 8 is going to miss. He sees the attack just completely missing as Aelion just kind of leans back away from it, still that crooked smile on his face. The bugbear, eyes going wide, turns to run. You will both have attacks of opportunity on him.
I'll use my I'll use my reaction instead to riposte. So it's essentially the same thing on the miss.
Okay, 18 will hit. So this will happen before he takes
15.
off.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so as you see the morning star going through, you just quickly just bat it aside. You see it skittering across the floor out of this bugbear's hand as you reach up with Satyr Spike and just quickly just slice it, the edge of it right across his neck. He gurgles once again for a few moments, collapsing to his knees, and then lands face first into the ground. Is there anybody left in that squad?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
Oh, bring it.
What?
Bring it.
Okay. All right. So, is there anybody else of that squad alive? I don't think there is.
Of
Did I use
Alien
similar
Squad?
Oh
No.
shit! I used similar tokens on 2 squads. Oops. Yeah, that was that squad. That squad's wiped out. They're gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this squad has 3 remainder members, but they are standing, unfortunately, in death.
One
Yeah,
saves.
why did I even do that for? They have 4 HP. 4 and 5 HP.
Oh, yeah, no.
All right, so that squad is also gone.
The lawnmower.
Run away.
Run
This
away.
guy is busting through this door. He's just leaving the doors wide open as he does so, but he is running the hell away. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay.
Okay. They still
that is
haven't
his
said
turn.
anything to
Dashing?
me yet.
Everybody give me perception checks.
Including me?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 2 open doors to
Okay.
your side.
Is it involve hearing or smell?
Hearing, yes. Kaylin's like
Steers
cleaning
up.
her nails. Cleaning her nails with a dagger or something.
Well, that actually probably is what's going on. Actually, Kaylin just saw that stupid bugbear chief pop out and was like, "Ooh, where'd you come from?" Not really paying
Hello
attention to
there.
anything else.
1 second while I'm doing some stuff. Okay. Alrighty. So Kaylin doesn't hear shit. The rest of you hear echoing. You can clearly tell it's the echoing sounds of something. It's just heavy stomping, but you hear what sounds like metal grinding together at the same time with each stomp. Boom, clink, and it starts to grow in pace, getting louder by the second, echoing up from the south. So Markinor, you're hearing it down here, and everyone else, you're hearing it beyond these giants.
Crap.
Yes. Crap. Yep. Appropriate response. Kaylin.
Okay, so I see these 2 giants pop out, and then out of the corner I see that little bugbear chief pop out. I'm like, wasn't that dude here before? Where the hell did... Okay. And being the bitch I am.
Against the bugbear.
Yep, bugbear.
Bugbear? Okay. I'm going to assume you're in range, but we'll double check it just to be sure. Yep. What, 120 feet, right?
I assume if I can see it, I'm within range.
Generally, yeah. There is a possibility of being out of range in this room. If you were like up here still, you would actually be
Yeah.
out of range, I think.
So I moved down.
Yep. All right, so yeah, you're in range. 18 and 28 will both hit. 14 will miss.
So 18 damage.
18. Okay.
Where are you
Still
going?
alive.
Oh my god.
Anything else?
Just... Nope.
Nope. All right. Seeing the two giants, you kind of ignore them as you see this bugbear kind of slipping between their legs and such as they're turning and charging up towards you all. You see him kind of clearly trying to move off to the west, but you see you're able to just thread the needle with two of them right between the giant's legs. You see their heads kind of bowing down, watching it go between their legs, hitting this bugbear. You see him crashing up against the wall with the second hit, panting and breathing heavily, but still alive. Aelion.
Alrighty, so since I am around the corner, I can't quite see said giants, but I know they're there. Pop around. Oh.
Also good healing spirit. You got hit once since healing spirit went up, didn't you?
Yes.
I think healing spirit's a concentration, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, make one con save for me. Oh, okay. You will not get the healing this turn.
Fair enough. Alright. That's down. Alright, well in that case, I'll use my bonus action Hunter's Mark this giant in front of me.
Where are you at? I've lost your token.
Probably inside a dead body.
Yeah, I'm
He's
Okay.
I created a little thing, but you can't see it right now.
What's the range on Hunter's
because
Mark?
Oh.
I'm not in the room.
You're within.
or
I think it's
the
60
camera's
feet.
too far away.
I think it has a range. 90 feet? Okay, yeah, you're clearly in range.
Alright.
So Hunter doing the first one, right?
Yeah. And then I'll put my swords away and sling some arrows at him.
All right. 23 will hit. 28 will also hit. For a lot of damage. BRB, getting my calculator.
12, 22, 38.
I like
All
the
right.
double sixes on the hunter's mark.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty much. They knew
Okay.
they were dead, so they just
Anything
had to
else?
accept their fate at that point.
I'm just gonna duck back around the corner.
All right. Make that public. There we go. Okay. So these two arrows slung out from your bow as you pull out these shiny arrows, sitting them downrange, both of them sinking into the belly and chest of this creature. You see him looking down, and you watch just as you're going around the corner as he reaches down with just a powerful hand and snaps both of your arrows off in his body. So we're not recovering those two. Because I rolled an intelligence check, and you rolled really high. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Checking ranges. Oh yeah.
Do it. Wait, I'm not up there. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. Berwyn, large rock heading your way. Kaylin, another large rock heading your way. Berwyn first. 16
Do
to
I
hit.
have any kind of cover?
No.
Okay.
You can see over half your body.
Okay. I can't see him, so I don't know.
Can't from that
Yeah.
angle?
What? 20?
Can't-
Ouch!
You can't see this guy?
No,
Should be able to.
not as
Huh.
a dire wolf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Stuff is different. Yeah. Oh, well. Okay. But he can clearly see you. So, 16, does that
Summon the
hit?
tank.
It matches.
All right. So, big boulder slams into your side, dealing 20 damage. And Kaylin, crit 1.
Yeah, no thanks.
Rock. Let's see what happens. I'll do something for him. Okay, he
throws it
misses
up.
his comrade. He doesn't hit the other giant in front of him.
Dang it.
It smashes right in front of you, though, and you kind of look around like that wasn't even close. This group is all dead now. Arcanor.
Seeing, kind of taking a quick look, I watched as is that a bugbear? The other thing?
Yeah, he was a
It
bit
was in the
bigger
room,
and-
a bigger
yeah.
bugbear.
Mhm.
Seeing as he ran off to the south, and I look to the north, and Berwin is gone, and I hear the stomping. I'm going to die roll this because I don't know exactly how I want to handle it.
And the information you're getting, you hear a loud boom clank coming from down here.
Mhm.
There also would have been a yelp.
More battle coming out of this door as
I
well.
would say there would have been a yelp on that rock impact for sure.
Yeah, and hearing like the shattering of the rock. Yeah. Then Markinor will head up this way. I'm gonna just go ahead and sprint. So over to here. Holy shit balls.
Why, hello.
Well, hello there.
That's funny.
And I can't do it. I can't do what I want to do.
Damn rules stopping you from having fun.
I know.
How dare they?
Okay. Markinor's going to just stand here and wait and brace for what's coming.
Okay. So you see these two hill giants moving forward, charging towards you as you come around the corner. You immediately put the brakes on, sliding to a stop, and you're like, oh, that's
Oh,
what
I
I
see.
was hearing. Erwin,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Oh, what?
I want it. Can I go home?
For real.
I've got this. I've got this.
I'm just on the off chance a giant comes within range. I'm gonna hold an action for that. Other than that, I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Because
Berwin,
unlike before, I legitimately don't have any ranged attacks right now.
all right. So you clearly see Berwin pretty heavily injured in his wolf form, one leg kind of limping a bit from the impact of that boulder. He moves back behind, kind of staring forward, a low growl and a whine coming out of him. He's prepared to attack, but nothing's nearby yet. This guy. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. Okay. Boom, clank, boom, clank.
You won't. I should really stop taunting the DM.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You notice I wasn't real upset about the bugbears dying.
No.
So, this booming and metal jinking together sound gets louder and louder, and you start to see another giant peeking around the corner, moving up with a large hand, bracing against the wall as it peeks its head around. You see this giant is completely different than the ones you've encountered so far. This one has dark skin, but the hair is almost fiery red. You see, instead of being unarmored like most of the giants you've run to this point, this one is wearing full plate armor and wielding a gigantic greatsword, and is turning around the corner and moving forward as well. Kaylin.
So my role was to see if I chased the bugbear or went north to regroup.
Well, although I can see that guy, I don't know, just
Because it could have went either way.
drop that on the first hill giant.
First hill giant. Okay, all three hit. 28 points of damage. Solid. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right. So you see this giant moving forward. The one that threw a rock, or not the one that threw a rock at you, but the one that hit Berwin, leaving himself pretty open to attack, gets slammed in the chest by 3 Eldritch Blasts. You see blubber and skin moving backwards, He kind of looks and grimaces in pain, but is still very much standing. Aelion.
Well, let's see here. I'm gonna step behind Markinor.
Why would you move? You're safe. You were safe there.
And just do more
You better
safe.
fire and then hide again.
I'm gonna use regular arrows.
All right. Shooting at the same guy. Okay. Both hit.
Plus 18, 24.
22.
24
30?
points.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'll use my bonus action to.
Right?
I'll use my second wind. Is thing on here. So give me a second. You can move on while I roll. No, just 10. That would be 8 points of healing.
Okay. All right, so you launch 2 more arrows out, this time opting to not sacrifice any more at this somewhat battle-savvy hill giant. Both of your arrows do clearly hit, though, staggering him once again. He kind of leans against the wall and then props himself back up and still moving forward, but starting to look exhausted from all these attacks. You see both of them kind of moving up, and you see their heads turning around and looking behind them, seeing these other giants moving forward. They kind of press themselves up against the walls as best they can, seemingly to start making a path for them. And they reach into these bags again and pull out rocks. Of course it's in the middle. Damn it. Yeah. They're throwing both their rocks at Markinor, who's drawing a lot of attention to himself.
Mm-hmm.
2 rocks. 14 and 9 are going to miss. Smash, smash, heavy impacts. You see their bags still seem to have at least 1 or 2 more rocks into them, but they have started utilizing what they brought with them. But still very dangerous despite them missing these 2 attacks. Markinor, your turn.
Markinor's going to motion for the others to get back a little bit and jump right between the 2. And
he tells us to get back.
Oh shit, that's not right.
Runs.
Bugbears are dead. I don't need that
Bugbears are dead. Bugbears
hill
are
giants.
dead, dude.
Yep, both dead. Or both failed.
17.
All right. You slide past this one, and you watch as all your guardians just start tackling it to the ground. You see it teetering backwards, and with a heavy, slow, almost comically slow movement, it teeters backwards, falling down as your guardians just pummel it to death.
Yeah.
And it is dead.
And immediately bring in 2 swipes with the hammer to the south. I imagine 27 will hit.
Uh-huh.
And 16?
Also hits.
Okay. 22 damage.
Okay.
And thinking. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this turn.
All right. So with that, you bring the hammer of Durgadin around twice. The first time kind of attacking one kneecap. You see him kind of lumbering to swing at you. You duck under the blow and bring the hammer around the second time. The second time hearing a bit of a satisfying crunch of bones beginning to break in his knee. He kind of lumbers a bit on the knee, shifting his weight to the other leg, grimacing and looking down at you. Still standing, though.
Still
Merwin.
standing. So here's my thought process. Giants have a movement speed of roughly 40 feet. They're a little faster than humans are. If I can run in here, drop the 2 hill giants, I can retreat, get back around that corner or to the corner, and the rest of the party can start bombarding this fire giant that's coming up the hallway.
The toil of battle taking a toll on him, and just holding himself back, not moving forward, prepared to attack anything coming in range, but not putting himself in harm's way.
It's kind of my thought process here, because he's not going to be able, based on what I see, even if he moved.
All right.
Oh my.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough movement to
Stomp, clink, stomp. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, where's my... Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's the idea right there.
That. Okay. 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, 2 of them.
Markinor. 2 rocks coming out of these other giants at you. 22 to hit. Holy fuck.
Wow. 22 actually does hit. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it hits. 40.
Yeah, I think the highest
Holy
you've ever
crap.
gotten was...
Yeah, 20. I'm at 21. But let's see. And then con save. Because that's going to be important. Come on.
DC 20.
Didn't make it. So Spirit Guardians is going to drop. This is fine. This is fine. So 40 damage.
40 damage.
Okay.
Run?
I was just looking over my character sheet to make sure I wasn't missing something. If only I was on my barbarian fighter.
Yeah, right. It's like, this will be fine. Wait,
this
no, I'm not Stone Skull. Shit.
Damn it, it's wrong character.
This is less fine.
Suddenly less fine.
All right. So one rock hitting next to you. You kind of look down, bracing against the rubble. You do not see this other one catching you right in the side. Your whole body seems to cave and bow with the impact. The just immense strength behind this attack is just impossible for you to dodge, even with your cloak trying to assist you with that. These guys seem to mean business.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylin.
That looked bad. What do I have up my sleeve?
I couldn't get like half cover from the hill giant that's standing directly in front of me. I mean,
quite,
2 AC would have been perfect. I would have been enough.
Nickel and diamond to get up to light.
Motherfucker, don't hit me. Don't hit me with that rock.
Oh, God.
Alright, well, I'm just going to go after that hill giant next to Markinor.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All of them hit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
32?
Yep. 32.
Sure was.
That's a lot of damage.
That was a lot of damage.
All right. He's still standing, though.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. 3 more Eldritch Blasts going out, hitting this hill giant next to Markinor, who's just trying to keep his feet at this point. You see him rocked backwards by this, clearly hurt, starting to breathe heavily from the damage, but still very much standing, still very dangerous, especially in melee range. This guy... All right.
Yeah. Definitely need to renegotiate my contract. No rocks, please.
And the hell is that? Why is that there? There we go. Okay, Aelion.
All right. so I'm going to bonus action, move my Hunter's Mark to this guy right here.
Okay.
Oh, I can't cast Spirit Guardians
I'm
anymore
going
either.
to sling some arrows his way.
Both hit.
20, that's 18, 38.
All right. You sink one into each eye hole.
Yeah.
He just falls to the ground. Boom.
Oh, no, I just kind of yell towards Markinor, like, get the hell out of there.
All right. So Markador and everyone else that has sight on this sees the second hill giant tumbling to the ground with 2 arrows protruding from his head. But you see 2 other much scarier and armor giants still moving forward, grins on their faces. Markinor.
Markinor is immediately going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay.
And my cloak has reactivated at the start of my turn. So I've got that. I need to... Oh, I gotta add that to my character sheet. One sec.
Hey,
Okay.
is that plus 2 AC you're looking for?
Yeah, plus 2 AC. So fix this.
Yeah, too bad you can't also cast shield.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Multi-class into wizard real quick.
right.
Just one level.
If only I could do that. And then, as I'm not close enough. Looking, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I got it. I understand how that spell works now. Yeah, I'm going to immediately step back to the corner and using this for my primary action, using the Mass Cure Wounds spell that was stored in my Ring of Spell Storing, healing everybody around us, or all of us, for 30 HP.
All right.
That's a really good roll.
That was
What's
an
that?
excellent roll.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I put that in there or did you?
You did.
It's 31 then.
It's 31. Oh,
Yeah,
because your
it's using
bonus.
your wisdom modifier,
Yeah.
not mine.
Okay,
Mine's a plus
so
5.
31.
Oh,
Where did
my
the other +5 come from?
wolf. Oh wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, it added my wisdom to it, so minus 4 to
Oh.
that. Oh, it automatically added it because yeah. So minus 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just saw an extra
Good
number.
catch.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what's that?
Cause yeah. So what it was doing was adding the wisdom to it as well as the base healing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So that'll be 27, right? 31 based off that, but then down 4, so 27
Yeah.
healing.
Yep.
All right. Everybody heals up 27.
Yay.
Yay. Anything else?
Nope. I'm
All
right
right.
here.
All right. So you see Markinor looking up, panting heavily, his arms and legs feeling really heavy from that attack. Raises his hand up as he turns to flee.
Absolutely.
Arcane, religious runes beginning to appear around him as he casts Shield of Faith. And as he moves forward, you see him raising up 2 fingers with this ring of spell storing onto it. And as he raises up, summoning the spell from it that's stored there, it glows with bright yellow-white radiant light that suffuses into all of you, curing and healing some of your wounds. You feel some of the vitality returning to you. Feel like you might be able to get a second wind off. Berwin.
I didn't have enough movement to get back around the corner, so that's all I could do.
Okay. I would like to come over here. Grab onto Aelion and pull him back around the corner.
Okay.
Okay. Aelion, are you willing to let him pull you?
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of stumble a little bit.
Just see Doggy Jowls grabbing onto the back of your tunic and just start pulling you backwards.
Out of the line of fire.
Okay. Anything
Like
else?
Markinor, you are not tanky. No,
Surprise.
I guess would that be my action or?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's it then.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Sorry.
Terrifying.
Berwyn drags Aelion out of the line of fire, seeing all these rocks still being hurled forward, hearing heavy footsteps still approaching. That guy is, yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stepping over these bodies, you see them kind of looking down at them a bit contemptuously. As they do so, they both reach in with their offhands, not holding the greatswords, and hurl these rocks forward.
Poor Kaylin.
One at Kaylin, one at Markinor. First at Kaylin, 22 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
All right, 29
damage.
bludgeoning
Holy shit.
damage. And the second one at Markinor, 13 to hit.
Does not.
Will miss. All right, it catches the wall right next to you, just slightly off course, unfortunately for the giants, but very fortunate for you after you know how much these can hurt. You still see them grinning, clinching onto these greatswords, just slowly advancing, trying to move forward and closer to you. Kaylin?
Okay. What do I do here? Screw it.
Say the line, Warlock.
No. I'm actually trying to decide something else. I can buy us a minute to run away. Maybe. Or I can damage him. Any thoughts? Quickly.
Grr.
Yeah, I know your thoughts.
I mean, Markinor's pretty much like he's kind of bracing for this. He knows what's coming and he's prepared to stick it out if he has to. So
Got it. If you guys want to fight, we fight.
When do we have?
I have a plan for one of them.
Well, I could make them both disappear for a minute. But only a minute.
yeah, that's not gonna
Can you
do
make
anything
one of them
really to help
disappear?
us.
I could have made both of them for a while, but we'll just do this instead.
Oh,
So, DC 18 intelligence saves. So I believe they both walked into my range, yeah. Easily.
20-foot radius sphere. Okay, so 2 intelligence saving throws. Both fail.
36 psychic, and their thoughts are muddled. So at least that shall help us a little bit.
I just want to kill one of them, and then
That's pretty much where
so much
I'll
easier.
hit.
Oh, it's done after that. It's just they get
okay.
marked with little dots.
They have disadvantage and whatnot,
No,
right?
No, it's not disadvantage. They just
Oh, it's a
don't
D6, right?
Hey, every little bit helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, and they get to make another one at the end of their turns. 18's a DC. Got it. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna not be where I'm at anymore.
Okay.
Mhm.
Run away!
I
We'll
figure
have
they're
to
gonna be coming
practice
around
this
the
in
corner
some
to find
time.
me. I don't need to be there.
Tactics. All right. So Kaylin casting out a spell, looking a bit tired after that, if I remember correctly. Starting to feel exhausted after all these constant fights, but able to send the spell out and have it activate on them. You see both of these giants just kind of looking up and staring blankly at their own hands, looking a bit confused, but then they look towards you and still recognize enemies before them. 30. Shit, I gotta open that back up. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 5 feet behind that one, right behind that one, and 5 feet more there. You see 4 more bugbears charging forward out of the hallway where the giants have gone and where the other bugbear disappeared to recently. But they are moving forward and dashing and running, trying to slip past the other giants towards you all. Aelion.
It's really
well, despite Rowan's best efforts, I'm going to come back behind Markinor for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I will Hunter's Mark this giant in front. Here.
My job succeeded.
17 will miss, 27 will hit. For 20. Alright.
And I'll duck back around the corner.
Alright, you see... roll me a D100. Okay. You see your first arrow flying forward and then clanking off this armor. You do see it bouncing off and hitting up against the wall and then falling and clanking to the ground, not shattering on impact. The second one, recognizing the thick armor all around it, you aim for the neck and you're able to sink an arrow into it. It looks down at it and just kind of pulls the arrow out and throws it to the ground, still moving forward, for the most part ignoring that attack. Markinor.
How do I want to do this? I'm going to take a step back around the corner.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold my primary action for them to get in range.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll hold my my basic attack action for them to get in range.
Okay. All right, so with that, stepping around the
I
corner,
have an idea.
somewhat, maybe not fear, but the din of battle definitely warning you that these creatures are dangerous, still moving forward towards you. You decide to wait for them around the corner, trying to get a little bit more cover. Unless they come up right next to you, you're going to have 3/4 cover. Berwin.
I'm gonna come up here, grab Kaylin, and pull her back down.
Kaylin, are you willing to be moved?
Yeah.
Okay. And you will end up right there next to Aelion. Anything else, Berwin?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Berwin doing his best to help his allies stay in cover, trying to do something here. Kind of putting yourself into a ball. Hope none of these guys know fireball. Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I think I have an idea. We'll see.
1 second. Okay. All right. The giants start moving forward. Boom, clank. Boom, clank. Boom, clank. Right in front of Markinor.
Okay.
Yeah, like there.
Yep.
Your attacks will now go off.
Okay. 25 hit.
So that will hit.
Okay. And 16, maybe. Oh, you said
Well,
they had
nuts.
plates, so no. All right. First attack, 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Swinging away. Your second attack, unfortunately, bouncing off the armor. He grimaces from the first attack, but then raises his greatsword and swings it twice at you, Markinor.
Okay.
So that's going to miss, regardless of the d6. 20 or 15. You have been hit this turn, so yeah, you will still have advantage or disadvantage. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to step here. You've got
Quarter
half
cover.
cover still.
Okay.
So you'll have another 2 on your AC.
Okay.
And he will throw a rock at you.
Okay.
Total of +4.
That'll miss.
That'll miss.
All right. These giants moving forward. Heavy blows coming out from this great sword of the first one. Striking the ground and the wall. You see earth and rock just shattering under the weight of it. He's still smiling and still moving forward. They will both make intelligence saving throws and both fail. So they're still static. Kaylin?
Yeah, no, say the line, Warlock.
If it works, it works.
Do.
Can
Focus fire. Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 out of 3 will hit. 26 damage. Solid.
pretty solid.
I assume you're aiming at this guy.
Yeah, I can only
Okay.
see half the other guy, so I'm
Okay.
not really assuming I tried to be that stupid.
Okay. Yeah, both your 2 out of 3 of them. The third one just harmlessly bouncing off his armor, but the other 2 kind of denting in the armor there. You see him kind of rocking back a bit and grimacing against the pain, but then moving forward, slow and steady.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So as we get to the bugbears, they all start or continue rushing forward. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You see them kind of circling around the giants, moving closer and closer. Still running very quickly and dashing forward, but getting into range now where they are now a perceived threat. No, shit. 2.
There's 4 of them.
There we go. Move that out of the way. Okay. And before we get to Aelion, we're actually going to take our quick 5-minute break. Give y'all a breather in this combat, and then we'll return and resume the battle.
All right. Okay. So you heard the man. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. When we get back, we're going to see just how we pull this off, if we do it all. Because there's a possibility we might not pull this off. So stick around. When we get back, we'll continue our combat. Hopefully get through these fire giants. And hopefully things get quiet for a few minutes. So yeah, stick around. Don't go anywhere.
1 second. I'm taking some medicine.
All right, so time to get up and going here. Jump back into combat. Deep breaths, deep breaths. We've got this, right? Everything's gonna be fine. We got this. All right, let's do this thing.
I mean, I can make one of their days absolutely busy. I just can't get full form for that.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to take some BCs. I'm getting a really bad neck ache. Oh, and they taste absolutely atrocious.
BCs.
Okay.
Oh, I also
Yeah,
took
BC
healing. I
powders,
need to
it's
fix that.
like crushed aspirin with caffeine in it.
I'll be up all
Excellent. It must. Yeah, it's. It doesn't really keep me up, but
night. Yeah.
the caffeine makes it work really fast.
Yeah.
Which is why I love them. But there's no flavoring or anything. You just pour powder down your throat and pray.
Oh god.
So,
Oh.
all right. I think I got myself going. Alrighty, so these guys rushed forward. Bugbears now joining into the fight once again. Not as many this time. You've slayed quite a few of them. These 4 may not impose much of a problem for you, but you do have 2 giants as well to contend with. Aelion, it's your turn. Aelion's muted, not letting us know the machinations.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. I thought I'd pushed the mute, but did the other one.
It's all good.
So yeah, move forward, pulling my swords out on the way,
Okay.
and so this guy is still Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I will slash.
Oh,
And roll a d100.
that is not a good time for that to be happening. Okay. Okay, well, first one will hit for 17.
Oh god.
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh no.
Please don't do this.
Alion's dead. It was nice knowing you.
Insta explodes.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Be high. That's alright.
All right. So as you move forward, swinging Shatter Spike through the air the first time, cutting through some of the thinner pieces of his armor down towards the joints, able to slash through his skin. As you bring around trying to aim for the same spot, you don't notice the pool of blood that's slowly been building up from the bugbears you slain right next to you. You find yourself slipping. Very quickly, you kind of roll into your shoulder, so you hit the ground. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from impacting the ground, but because you rolled your shoulder, you didn't hit your head on the ground and knock yourself unconscious.
Oh,
You are prone, but you can stand back up since you... What'd you move? How many feet did you move?
a 10, 15?
Okay.
Either way.
Yeah, you should have half your
10,
movement,
yeah.
so...
10.
I will stand up and kind of abashedly stab him. No.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
No!
Bruh.
2 in a row.
Oh no!
Roll
All right.
low.
Run away, run away.
One more.
Okay.
37, okay.
Woo-wee. Okay.
All right, so as
Yeah,
you're standing back
apparently-
up, kind of just like reaching out with your rapier, it completely just glances off the armor. You see the blade of your rapier kind of bending at the effort. You kind of look at your blade as it straightens back out, thankfully unharmed from the attack. You're seeing these giants, this giant in front of you, just smiling, grinning ear to ear as he looks down at you, kind of whispering out loud. You don't speak giant, do you?
No.
Okay, so you don't understand it. Markinor, you understand. Say, puny little one. And grinning at you. You will have disadvantage on your next attack roll against any target due to the chaos around you.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, anything else?
That's all I got. Did
All right.
did that affect concentration at all? That shenaniganery?
It's whenever you take damage, so...
Yeah. I did.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a con save.
Oh, true. Well.
Okay, well, 10. You got it.
Yeah.
So you maintain concentration on Hunter's Mark. All right, Markinor.
Okay.
Ah,
1 second.
everything's okay.
Everything's fine. Markinor is going to shout flee in the direction of both of the fire giants, casting this at level 2. DC
Okay.
15 wisdom save, please.
Oh.
Roll your d6.
I don't think they do it on saving throws.
Oh no, it's ability checks. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's con.
ability
Yeah.
checks and con saving throws. So that's it.
Yeah, wrong saving throw. Sorry, my fault.
Okay, they both succeed against your spell.
That's my turn.
Okay, so Markinor trying to get these two fire giants to move away, just unable to do it. Even with the confusion in their mind, they're somehow able to break through the command. These guys don't ever make wisdom saving throws. All right, Berwin.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing away.
All right.
Shit.
That's gonna
Bounce it off the armor. That one doesn't.
16 and strength save.
16 and strength save. Straight strength.
He's
Fails.
Oh,
He
wow.
is actually prone.
Okay.
Eh?
All right.
I did not expect him to go prone.
I mean,
Not that it matters.
rolls a 7, so. All right, he's
Um,
prone.
Man, I
Anything
did
else?
not think they were gonna succeed.
Would I have a guess as to his melee range?
Pretty far.
Okay.
Longer than you can reach.
I'm gonna move back here.
Okay.
And
Anything else?
that's it.
All right, so swinging Waith around, able to connect with your second blow, finding a smaller chink in the armor, kind of downward his leg, where Aelion actually cut some of the armor apart. You hit with Waith, and the crippling blow from you striking the back of his leg, back behind his kneecap, he cripples forward, falling to a knee, and then falling down,
Wow.
bracing a hand against the ground. Not fully on his front or back, but definitely prone for the instance of attacking him. Okay, this guy.
Let's pull up the turn
Those
order for you guys. Sorry about that.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Okay. This guy going to move forward 10, 15, 20, 25. Just go ahead and move him to the top.
As he goes by me, that's an opportunity attack.
I'm going. You have 10 feet of reach?
You said you were going over here. I'm sorry. You moved the token different from what you originally did. Because I was seeing you took the token from here to over here.
Yeah, but the pathway.
And
was
then you
that way.
changed it. So
Oh,
if
oh.
it's going straight
okay.
up, that was different. But if you were coming this direction, then yeah, you would leave my area of opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely going over here. He's going
okay.
around. He's a warrior. He's smart.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to have. Actually, scratch that. Okay, both going out towards Markinor.
Okay.
So 2 from the first one directly to your left. Roll 1d6 for the first one. 20. No, sorry.
Neither one of
19.
them.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
My AC is higher than that right now.
Okay. 2. Why are you not rolling?
Yeah, it's not showing.
Roll
on my screen
20. Try it again. Maybe it just didn't like it. There it goes.
yet.
Okay. 33. All right. So as he swings the first time, clanking off the invisible shield of faith that you have casted, the attack bumming it away, and then swinging a second time, once again just flailing off, he slams the greatsword into the ground, looking up at you with a bit of confusion in his eyes. He will have disadvantage on his next attack roll against you, Markinor.
Okay.
All right, and then the other one is also swinging twice. 26 minus 5, so 21 will miss.
Yes.
And second one will miss as well.
Yeah.
All right. Reaching out towards you, just unable to penetrate through the shield that you have going on you. And they miss their attacks. Kaylin.
Help. Please help.
Okay.
Help me.
I am helping. Okay. So the one that's already taken damage, the one that I guess stood up when it was prone, or is still prone, I'm not sure.
They both taken damage.
Oh, well.
Well,
one
the one to the south was
This
prone.
one's taken more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
you
one I'm
stood back up.
targeting. with,
Okay,
Toll
I
Bar.
figured you would.
God.
Okay. Oof. That sucks. All right.
Wisdom save?
Another wisdom save. This is more in line with his rolls. All right, so that will fail.
12 damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Nah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. All right. So bell tolling in the distance, something we haven't heard in a little while, goes off, clearly damaging this giant who has just returned to his feet, but is having trouble hitting Markinor. You see these guys moving up, javelins at the ready. 15, 20. This one moves towards Kaylin. 10, 15, 20. This one's going to move up here,
That's what I should
and
be doing.
over here.
Every round. Right?
All right, so Morningstar going towards Kaylin to start off. Where's my bugbear sheet? There it is. 22 to hit.
Hits.
That'll be 11 piercing as the Morningstar stabs into you with a bunch of points. And the other 3 have range and sight on 3 targets. We'll go right to left this time. Oh no, oh no. They all throw javelins at the big dire wolf. Javelin ranged, and ranged.
And I'm protection fighting style, the last one.
Then only the first one hits.
Okay, so you will take 8 points of piercing damage as the last javelin that was heading straight for your face, as you're looking back at the javelin sticking out of your hindquarters. At the last second, you see Markinor's hammer shattering it in two, knocking the projectile away from you. That is their turn. Aelion.
So this first
Keeping the
attack
party
roll I
alive.
have
That's fine.
disadvantage.
Yes.
All right. So, guy that's Hunter's Mark is still going to take a swing.
15's gonna
Okay,
miss.
15 will miss.
Either
28 will hit,
I'll use
and 28 will hit.
Yeah.
So 18 plus 11 is 29.
29. All right. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
So as Shatterspike rings through the air, bouncing off with a heavy clang of metal upon metal, Aelion turns back around and with a flourish slices through. You see a huge chunk of the armor rended in two. And as you see that opening, you quickly drive your rapier straight up into his belly and kind of twist it upwards so that it goes up into it, sinking all the way to the hilt. You quickly pull the rapier back out as you see him looking forward and starting to move, and he wobbles for a moment. Looking down at you, he raises this greatsword in the air.
Is he dead?
And then falls over sideways with a heavy clang, landing on the ground, not moving. Markinor.
Markinor's going to actually move here.
Okay.
And 2 swipes with the Warhammer to the giant.
Okay.
18 and 16.
All right, 18 will hit.
Okay. 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and bonus action, potion of healing, potion of greater healing.
Okay.
So is that 44 plus 4?
So 44 plus 4 or 44 plus 2?
Is it 2
Can't
or
remember.
4?
Can't remember if it goes
I
up.
think it's...
Magic items, potion to healing, 44. Yeah, plus 4. Yeah.
Yep, okay.
They go up every increment, so it's
Yeah.
plus 4, plus 8, plus 20.
Okay, so 15 healing. And that's my turn.
All right. So bringing the hammer around, able to hit it once, denting in another spot of its armor. This one hasn't taken much damage, especially compared to his dead comrade, still standing. Erwin.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna run right up here and take a couple swipes at him, at the fire giant. I don't give a shit about the bugbear.
Bugbear, okay.
Sorry, Kalen.
Just stab Kaylin, but it's fine.
Kalen don't give shit.
16 will miss. 24 will hit, though.
And another strength save.
And strength. That's more in line with what
That's more like it.
Yup.
15
damage.
Rolls were a little weird there, but they're back to normal now.
15.
All right.
That's fine.
Damn it.
Took 15 damage. Yep, definitely hit him. Starting to hurt him a little bit, but he's still going strong. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Back to something else that's happening. Where's he at?
There's other stuff going on in the
Okay.
background. What are they fighting?
All right.
I don't know whether to be happy or scared.
Yeah, like
Bugbear
they're
Chief is
fighting something. Like
Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Just DM sitting behind the table, rolling over and over again, just nodding to himself.
okay. Yep.
Okay.
Don't like this at all.
All right. So he can almost hit anybody in the party. Only 3 of you, though. Not Kaylin. Kaylin's a little bit out of reach. So starting from top to bottom, both going towards Markinor.
Okay.
First attack, 17 minus whatever is going to miss. And 26 minus 21 will also miss. That BPAC.
Champ.
That BPAC saving your life right now. Plus the synaptic static coming in clutch. All right, 2
Wowie.
more attacks out of him. He just cannot break free of this spell. Wishes he would have spent more time at Sunday school, apparently, and learning the ways of protecting your mind against fucking warlocks. But, yep, didn't do it. So he is struggle busting trying to hit anybody at this point. Kaylin, your turn.
So there's a bugbear in front of me,
Uh-huh.
which I'm just going to ignore because, why not?
Okay.
And we're going to toll the bell again. Oh, Jesus.
Wow. God, that hurts your
Ouch.
soul seeing that. God.
Ouch.
All right, assuming on the fire giant, he's going to fail it and take 7 points of damage.
The double ones on that. Jesus.
Mhm. That sucks. All right, anything else?
Nah, I'm just going to laugh at the bugbear in front of me.
Okay. He does not take kindly to that. He will be attacking you again. The other 2, 3, this one's going to swing around 10, 15, 20 to Berwyn. And these two have got Markinor and Aelion in their sights. Both going for Markinor. All right, 2 javelins at Markinor. This is go so well for them.
It's fine. 15. and
both
12.
miss.
It's fine.
And then 1 Morningstar at Berwyn. 15 to hit.
Misses.
All right. And 1 at Kaylin. 22 to hit.
That hits.
You're just
Okay.
a step away from me. I can't do anything to help.
Yeah, well, I could have done something to help, but not quite.
Yeah.
All right, so another 10 piercing damage to Kaylin as this bugbear takes special insult to being laughed at, begins wailing on you again.
Last again.
Nice. All right, Aelion.
Alright, I will bonus action move the Hunter's Mark to this big old fire giant in front of me.
Okay.
And see if we can't carve up some of that armor.
Ooh.
Both hit.
Ooh.
So that is
24?
17.
10, 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything
That's all I
else?
got.
All right, 2 more strikes from Shatter Spike. Starting to
Oh,
open
the
up
6
chinks in the armor, but down towards his thighs and legs, not able to reach up as high on this guy because he's about 25 feet tall, much larger than you all.
Oh my
But yeah, so definitely carving through his heavy armor, but you're just glad you don't have to attack that breastplate head on. Markinor.
I'm going to just strike twice again with the warhammer on the fire giant.
Uh-huh.
17's gonna miss.
22 will hit, 17 will miss.
Another 5 bludgeoning and taking a second potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Another 15. Consistency tonight.
Definitely consistent. All right. Hammer Durgan and doing work once again, denting in around his kneecap. As you and Aelion focusing on meleeing him as much as possible with Berwyn off to the side as well. Able to do so and quickly drink a bottle as he swings at you again, duck your head away from it. And Berwyn gets a chance to attack now.
Oh boy. Still going out to the fire giant.
Okay.
21.
Will hit.
Strength save?
I got this.
21.
I got
Actually
this.
matters.
21. Okay.
I already get advantage. 26.
Will also hit. For 20.
20. 30.
220 points.
41. If my math is right.
Yeah, that's right. 41.
There you go.
Damn. That's,
Beefy
that's some
attacks.
decent damage.
Good job, Wade.
Hmm.
Anything else?
No, that's not. That's my turn.
It's your turn. All right.
Now we're part of this fight. The other fight going on in the background.
Mhm. Is somebody going to die in the
You
background?
should be doing 1 more damage with Waith.
Hmm?
It is a +1 weapon, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. It's +1 or +2. Can't remember. Yeah, +1. You don't have a +1 on your attack. If I'm reading that right. 2d6 +4. 4 is your strength mod.
Oh,
Maybe 1 more,
That's
so you will
why.
take
okay.
2 more
So
points of damage.
yeah, it's because the NPC sheets don't have a spot to add magic bonus.
Add extra stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so I just gotta
Uh,
bump the plus up. It's
Yeah,
a
just
plus
bump it up to
1,
5. Yeah, +1 weapon.
which means it's also a plus in.
Yeah, so you need to modify your hit to hit too.
Got it. Nice
Yay.
catch. Thank you.
Man, if
Huh?
only.
All right, so 2 more strikes from Waith coming out.
Only I would have
Aiming
thought
for
of
the
that
legs,
before.
trying to cripple this giant. He powers through it, but you see that the armor around his legs is becoming very thin, very comparatively easy to do damage to him. He's starting to pant, breathing heavily. Still standing, though. Okay. Okay, we'll return to that in a second. He is still alive. He turns his ire away from Markinor, having no success against him, and turns towards Aelion instead and swings his greatsword twice. And the wounds that he is succumbing to are just drawing his attacks off. He cannot connect because, of course, he fucking can't. All right, make your attack.
Reaction.
19 will hit.
9. 4.
And
So
1 second. I'm checking something. Hold on.
9, 13, 17. Okay.
And I'm going to use my sentinel to also make an attack. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oof. The armor still exists, unfortunately, and the
It
hammer of
still
Durgan
exists.
bounces off as this guy is crippled over. You see him just panting, dribble running down his beard and such. Looks like he's barely standing, but standing nonetheless. Kaylin?
Yeah. I'll try this one more time. Ding dong.
Ding dong. Hey, that's better.
Ding dong. Hey, there's the damage.
Ding
All
dong.
right. And wisdom save. Wisdom save fails.
Ding dong.
Go ahead and describe how your ding dong just killed the last fire giant.
Phrase.
Okay, so everybody hears this tolling bell, and you just see out of the giant's head just blood rushing out of its ears and out of its eye sockets, and it just falls over backwards, just missing the bugbears right next to it, and you just hear a big old, huh, and it dead. And then I laugh at the bugbear in front of me again.
What's
All right.
what's where the pings are, Havoc?
I don't know. I don't know why it keeps fucking pinging. It's really annoying, actually.
It's just going
It's
crazy.
super sensitive. Like if you hold for longer than like a half a second, it starts to ping things.
Yeah, and when you're highlighting things, apparently it's just like,
Mhm.
nope, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that reminds me.
Okay.
I wish you
And
could.
stop pinging.
I
They're
wish,
getting
like, on
suspicious.
the
Stop
ruler.
pinging.
I wish on the ruler, like, you can hide it from others. I wish you could,
Kill
like,
him with ding
change
dong.
it to,
Do it.
like,
Yeah, not
hide
show the
pings from others.
Mhm.
That would be a nice feature to add.
Okay.
Like, turn the
Oh.
ping on and off.
All right. So is this? Everybody make perception checks with disadvantage.
Sight or sound, or not sight. Hearing or
Sound.
smell.
So use straight roll.
Okay.
Perception at disadvantage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
Not that it's that great anyway.
you. Ew.
That's unfortunate.
At least it happened now and not in combat.
Does anybody understand Orcish?
Markinor raises his hand.
Okay. Yes, God, I understand this. Markinor, all of you hear bellows and screams beginning to echo up the hall, even between all of this battle. The sounds of the bugbears crying out, the sound of the giant landing and hitting the ground. You start to hear bestial roars. Markinor, you hear echoing up the corridor to your south down here. These roars, and you can hear words mixed into it that are obviously in a language you wouldn't normally understand, but your helmet giving you insight into what they're saying. You hear the words, "We're free! Go now, release the others."
Yay! Oh god.
All right. And the bugbears, wanting to avenge their fire giants, which I'm going to move out of the way, rush forward.
Do they though?
Yep.
Do
They're not too bright.
Okay.
They're dumb
All right.
as hell.
Okay, starting with Kaylin, still laughing in this one's face. He's still going to swing with the Morningstar. 20 to hit for another 16
nice.
damage.
I'm going to use
Kaylin's
a
gonna
reaction with Defensive Duelist to raise my AC to 21.
Okay.
Okay.
Just parry that Morningstar with a dagger.
Okay, let's bring it around. You're like, no, stop
No.
it. Just parry it away from it. All right, so that misses. These three are going to attack all three of the rest of the party. So Sif, Berwyn first. Morningstar, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit no matter what I do.
All right, 9 piercing damage, and then 2 more Morningstars. Markinor first, 16 is going to miss, and Aelion next, 16 is also going to miss. These bugbears giving it all they've got, but not really doing too well, except for Berwyn getting hit once. Aelion.
Oh, well. Guy who just tried to attack me. I'm going to try to attack him.
Okay.
God.
Oh my
That's
god!
3 from you tonight. Stop it.
Jesus. Just 7? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do
Oh, no, so it's bugbears are humanoids, so you will get your favorite enemy. So 11. Okay. And 31.
That one roll.
All
My
right.
good.
Once again,
Change your
you
dice.
swing. Yeah, change your color. First attack going through, carving through him, and you kind of smile, smirking, seeing these far inferior combatants now before you, swinging at you. You swing the second time, however, and he raises up the Morningstar and just bats Shatterspike aside. And you're kind of staring at him like, okay, wasn't expecting that. You once again will have a disadvantage on your next attack roll against that target.
Okay. Well, I'll just make that right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
And
it's not a
you-
1.
Real close, though. All right, once again, he just does it again. Bats away your rapier this time. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Markinor.
Straight ahead. 14.
Bounces off his shield.
Okay.
Ooh, crap!
Catch this.
This one does not.
Catch
This one hits
this.
him.
9.
9, okay.
And that's my turn. And I'm
All
gonna.
right.
I would like to shout or say loud enough for everybody here to hear over all the combat that I heard in Orcish. We're free. Release the others.
Okay.
Great.
All right. So Markinor hitting with the hammer, damaging this bugbear, what was untouched before then, and is clearly still standing, still ready to fight. Berwyn, you're up.
If we
Yeah.
had to fight, I have something for it.
The
I
one
swear
that
I
just
do.
attacked me and hit
And it's
me.
gonna be ugly.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna catch, hopefully catch a lot of weight. Actually, no, not that one. The one attacking Kaylin.
Okay. All right, so aiming for the one to your south.
24.
24 will hit. Mm-hmm.
11.
Okay.
Guessing he's still alive after that.
Still alive. Yeah, hasn't been touched yet.
23
Also hit.
for another 13.
All right, still standing. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, 2 blows at Waith, catching this guy in the back as you swing through. 2, almost an X shaped crisscross slash across his back. He groans in pain, lunging forward a few steps from the attack, but he is still standing, albeit bleeding profusely.
Oh, great.
Let me do some editing here real quick. Okay. All right. They're doing that. Fire giants are dead. Kaylin.
All right. I'm just gonna slide right next to Markinor. And since this guy keeps trying to hit me because I keep laughing in his face, like I can do this too. And I'm gonna slash out with for 9 points of slashing damage.
You just need to use the dagger from now on. Like, fuck Eldritch Blast. You just never miss with the dagger. And you slice the throat of this bugbear.
Yeah, it's a +2. It's pretty fantastic.
That's a terrifying dagger.
That is a terrifying dagger.
The terrifying thing is I have a second one in my offhand.
All right. Bugbear's dead.
A warlock that has 2 attacks?
Say bye.
Hey, offhanded attack's a great thing.
Yeah,
I don't use it.
Well, you haven't really needed to much.
All right. Anything else?
I'm actually going to slide right up to there. And that's it.
Okay. All right. So Kaylin able to.
Sorry. And laugh at the one behind Berwin.
Oh, God.
Okay. Kaylin finally able to take down the bugbear that's been assaulting her for a little bit of time here, slashing it across the throat as it was lunging forward from being struck in the back by Waith and Berwin. Slides up next to him, holding the dagger, ready for more attacks. But before then, the bugbears are going to attack. Still attacking their respective... this guy might attack Kaylin. Let's see. Nope, still attacking Markinor. All right, so starting with Berwin, Morningstar.
I'm not even going to tell him. Because
Where's the bugbear?
unless he
There it is.
rolls 2 nat 20s, it's not going to hit.
Markinor,
That's a miss.
Nis, and Aelion. 19 is?
Protection.
Either way.
Okay.
It's too close. I don't know his AC, and it's close enough that I would be like, nope, not today.
All right. Either way, the attack misses. You see Aelion kind of looking up and already holding the rapier to block the attack, and was like, "Oh, well, thank you anyway." And it's now your turn, Aelion.
All right. Well, let's try this again. Do one.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna. So we don't even
Kill him?
I turned it
Is that going to kill him?
What?
Maybe?
I turned Hunter's mark off in the sheet, but it's still clicked it.
I can just
Well.
barely hear you, Aelion.
Alright. I was next to the mic, not in front of it.
Oh.
He's also having a monologue with himself. so-
Yeah, I was like, I could hear him like talking, and he's like, did this it? No, that didn't. I was just like,
You just
oh.
see Aelion swinging the shatter spike through the air, and just thinking, like, did I leave the oven on
It's-
before we left?
It's literally that scene from The Hangover where he's doing the math in his head. Like, is this
Yeah.
gonna be enough? Nah, maybe again.
All right. Shatter spike, deep gash across this bugbear. He's still standing though.
Alright, so extra attack.
Yep. No longer standing.
Alright, so
Definitely not standing.
He hit.
switch targets into the one in front of Markinor.
Oh God! All right.
Hey, there you go.
Uh,
More like it.
20.
We got Aelion back.
24 damage will stab. You see him wailing on Markinor, trying to hit him, but just getting parried away by Markinor's shield, and you take that opportunity to bring the rapier up, stabbing it right through the side of his chest. And you can clearly tell that the trajectory of your rapier has pierced his heart,
Question.
and he collapses.
You said-
yes.
24?
Favorite enemy.
Oh, sorry. Favorite enemy doesn't double, but either way,
Yeah.
yeah, because favorite enemy's in a
Not
roll.
die roll.
Right. But
Okay.
either way, he had 18
Yeah.
points of health. So, all right.
I didn't
Anything
think
else,
it mattered.
Yeah, it
Um,
didn't.
I'm just gonna move this way a little bit. Alright. Won't go too far. And doing a little bit of recon.
Kind of recon, huh?
Maybe.
But are you?
There.
There.
Everyone.
Just perking my ears up, trying to listen. That's it.
Alrighty. Give me a perception check since you're listening. As we move on to Markinor. There's one bugbear left.
Okay.
Tears.
Ugh,
Oh, well, 26 hits.
man.
The dice have been fucking crazy
10,
tonight.
yeah. 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, still standing.
Okay. That's all.
Alright, so able to strike once with a hammer. He kind of parries it off with his shield the second time. You can tell that hit hurt. He's standing, but coughs up a little blood. Berwin.
16.
Will hit.
10.
Okay, still standing.
20.
Also hits.
For 13 more.
And as the final person in this particular fight, for the time being, at least, go ahead and describe how you killed the final bugbear.
I would like to cleave it from shoulder to hip.
All right. Knife through butter as Waith cuts through this last bugbear, slicing through its body. Aelion, as you're looking down to the south and listening, you see a interesting, if maybe disturbing sight, as you see... One second. Let me get this in marching order here. A horde of orcs moving across the south. You see them stopping and looking back up towards you, and you see a couple of them holding sticks and such. A few actually holding weapons, but not many of them. They look over in your direction and then kind of start paying you no mind. You see them kind of shuffling off to the left and right of the corridor, this passage going to the south.
I just kind of shout back, like, they aren't moving towards us, but they're there.
Yay.
Okay. Trying to figure out how I want to do this because this is a cluster. Okay, but don't do that. I'll show you all in a minute because you're gonna want to see this. All right, so as this is going on, everyone is able to hear the sounds of what sound like movement and such, and you start to move around, looking down to where Aelion's shouting back, and you start seeing these orcs down below you. What does anybody want to do? We'll kind of pause initiative for a moment.
Markinor is going to reach into the bag of holding and pull a potion out and hold on to it.
Okay.
I'm just waiting.
Okay.
How much time's going to pass here?
About 6 seconds. Let's say we're going to essentially go through a turn real quick, but without worrying about order and shit.
Okay. Yeah, going to move down, stand next to Aelion, and like I said, quickly kind of fumble through the pouch. Like, which one is it? Which one? Okay, this one. And hold on to it and keep it at my side.
Okay. Anybody else do anything? You moving around? You going to stand there and wait? You going to attack?
I'm just going to pull out my bow. Kind of keep my hand by
Not
my
attacking.
quiver, just in case.
Okay. Kaylin, Berwin?
I'd like to start gnawing on the fire giant fingers, because I want the fingers.
Okay.
That's
More
mildly
importantly, the
disturbing.
fingernails, but Wolf ain't getting fingernails.
It's fine. That's just disturbing. It's fine.
You know,
fine.
you still have the intelligence of a human, right? Or of an elf.
Yes, and I'm intelligent enough to know that I'm not going to extract the fingernails cleanly enough unless I
Gonna eat
chew
the
the fingers off.
Imagine, like, Trying to like dog chewing on a bone. Just waiting.
Actually, I just used Waith and cut the hand off.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Okay. Yeah, you cut the hand off.
Can I
Well, roll
cut-
damage. Let's see.
Roll damage.
Yeah, roll damage.
Um,
Okay, yeah. You cut the hand off.
19.
Yeah, you cut the hand off. Just clink! It rings against the stone as you kind of drag one of the arms and hands out of this fire giant that fell next to you, ringing down Wraith and slicing a hand off.
I'd like to take the hand and bring it over to Markinor and try to stick it in the bag of holding.
Okay. All right. All right, so that's going to be... Kaylin, you doing anything? You are muted.
Sorry, I sneezed. Just moved down by Mark.
Okay. Everybody just waiting for the most part, holding actions and such. Okay.
Markinor
All
put
right.
the fire giant hand in the bag of holding.
Yep, I will. Not right now.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm not going to put
after he
the
drops it
bloody.
from-
I'm not going to put the bloody hand that you just chopped off directly into the bag of holding. I'm going to drain it and figure out what we're doing with it.
I just want the nails.
I know what you want out of it.
I know what he
Oh,
wants.
Where are y'all, by the way? Is I said I walk over to
We're all
Mark-
Go down the hallway.
thank you.
Oh God.
As you're all standing there, you start to see these orcs slowly
Oh my God.
moving up the hallway towards you. And as you're standing there, all watching them and looking, you don't see that some of them are holding weapons, but none of them are moving in an aggressive manner. They're moving forward, looking around,
Look at
seeing
those
all the
guys.
bodies of the giants and bugbears all around you. All of you scarred and bruised from the battle. Your weapons covered in blood. As they move forward, two slightly older-looking orcs kind of leading the pack as they move towards you a bit cautiously. And as they glance around you, stopping in front of you, you start to see the hallway just continually filling more and more with orcs. And you see it continuing more of them going in, looking up towards you, just moving forward, many of them trying to hold weapons of some kind. And as these two orcs, somewhat older looking, move up towards you and stop before you, the horde of them stops as well. And with that, the orc begins speaking a bit of broken common as it looks towards the group of you, glancing around, seeing the giants behind you. And with that, the orc begins to speak. You did this, and kind of nods over towards the fire giants.
Markinor will nod.
The giant wolf behind him also nods.
Okay. Seeing you all nodding and such, he looks around and he starts to kind of nod. You see him turning around and kind of guttural speak to the ones quietly beside him. Looks back, says, "You no friend of giants or bear bugs."
Does this technically fall under Undercommon? Orcish?
He's speaking common. He's
right,
speaking common right now.
but Orcish falls under Undercommon, correct? I believe it does.
Hmm.
I don't know about that
But
one.
Undercommon was a totally different.
Is it?
I think
Yeah.
it is a different language, yeah, because it's like a regional language of the Underdark.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure how that worked with that language.
The
Yeah,
wolf
a lot of
shakes its
orcs.
head no.
Yeah, a lot of orcs can speak Undercommon, but it doesn't mean Orcish is Undercommon. I guess is the
Right.
easiest way to explain it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat what he had said again?
He asked once again in this broken common tongue, asks you, you no friends with giants or bear bugs?
Markinor will shake his head and say, "Certainly not these giants."
With that, you see him nodding and thinking for a moment. Says, that good. We no kill you then. With that, he nods, and you see the other ones kind of nodding once again. With that, he looks back at the group of you again, kind of looking at Markinor, says, "What you do here? Why here?"
We were sent here. I'm kind of thinking. I'm looking through my notes, and most of it got messed up whenever I redid my journal here. Hold on. Markinor will say, originally we were sent here. Now it has become personal. We want to stop the giant raids on in our lands, and even if it meant going through every one of them here.
With that, you see the orc nodding again. Says, "That's good. Giants, no good. Giants, lock us up. Giants." He seems to think and mull over his words for a moment, then shrugs. "Giants, no good." With that, you see him turning around. You see a couple of orcs kind of pushing through the crowd of orcs before you. Most of them starting to relax a bit, not holding their weapons up and such. Understanding that you both are talking, and the seeming leader of this band of them on polite terms, at the very least, with you both. As you see these two orcs kind of moving up, he speaks to the one at the front. And with that, the orc kind of nods and looks back towards you. "More prisoners." And he kind of points back behind him. "Dwarves. You know dwarves?"
Markinor will nod. How many other prisoners?
With that, he thinks, and he holds up a hand and outstretches all of his fingers, indicating 5.
We'll take care of them. Are you leaving?
With that, you see the orc thinking for a moment, and then he starts grinning, just big, toothy grin, fang, these, almost fangs rising out of his lower lip. He shakes his head. "No, take back our home now."
This is your home.
Daddy nods. Says, "Yes, before giants, this home."
Very well. Markinor will kind of look to the others and look back to the orcs and say, "You'll allow us safe passage through here then."
That the orc thinks for a moment, and he starts to nod, and once again kind of leans around you, looking at all the dead bodies just behind you all over the floor. Says, "You great warriors, good at battle. You kill giants and bugbears, bear bugs, whatever. Yes, we no harm you." 1 second. Uru, and he kind of slams his fist against his chest. "Uru, speak to my people. My people, no harm, great warriors."
Markinor will nod. We would appreciate that gesture. Kind of motioned everybody to step away and make room so that they could pass, and give kind of a respectful kind of bow to them as Markinor kind of steps back.
Okay. As you do so, you see the orcs, Urul himself kind of turning around. He begins to kind of shout orders out. And you understand him. He's telling him to go different directions. He tells a group of them to clear the path. So you start seeing orcs disappearing off to the southeast. Others begin moving forward and heading up to the rooms up above you. As a couple of orcs open this doorway here,
Very much
you hear once again the bestial language saying, "More bugbears here," and they disappear. These, all of them holding great axes in their hands, and you hear a brief battle happen inside this room, and then 2 now dead bugbears being drug out of it after a few seconds. Just because I'm not going to roll with that again. Because as you surmised, and as you're going through, you're seeing all of them moving around and such and going in various directions. You see doors being opened as they move around, searching and such. With that, Uru kind of stands there, kind of motioning for orcs to go off and begins talking to you. Says, as he looks over at the several orcs that went into there, once again, them calling out back and forth, and once again, Mark and Nor understanding, but then Uru relaying to all of you. Says, more prisoners there. And he points up to this room up here. These two are kind of standing next to.
Okay.
He points off to the southwest, says, dwarves there. And just to give you you start seeing, like I said, you see the horde of them moving back and forth through this hallway and such, and disappearing to different areas of this place that some of which you haven't quite gone off yourself yet. And then you see more and more of them, at least 2 or 3 times the number that you initially saw in this hallway. And I'll post you a screenshot of how many orcs were actually locked here. It's quite amusing for me.
Wow.
So look at the Ascension chat and see.
Wow.
Hit.
Well, glad
We got this.
Yeah, those bugbears were gonna just get destroyed.
And with that,
all the orcs had to melee.
With that, you hear Earl recounting, says, bugbears gets sloppy because you distract them. They leave one only chief guarding our cells. And Uru, he taps his chest again, able to break door and attack chief. We killed chief and rescue people. So now you understand why I was rolling in the background. Since it was 3, then 4, then 5 on 1 on that chief and got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So as this is happening, you start to look around and such, and you see the orcs immediately start going through things and looking through stuff, spreading out through the entirety of the cave system here. They start to lead you around, showing you different things. Showing some prisoners that you find are in locked cells here that you'll have to go talk to. They tell you down to the southwest, once again, there's some dwarves that are in chains. They report back that to the north, where a band of orcs disappeared up here, appear to be abandoned and empty. And you find yourselves free reign to start moving around as the orcs begin moving off. He says, as you're all kind of moving around, following Earl around, if y'all want to head down the hallway down here. Just, I can't.
I would like to drop wild shape.
Okay.
And suddenly you've confused all of them and they freak out.
Right?
See Earl just watching it plainly, says, shaman. So yeah, if y'all want to move down here, you can see a little bit better what he's about to describe.
Okay. Also, Havoc, I just want you to know the potion that I grabbed out of my pouch in case we were getting ready to head into combat was a potion of haste.
Of course it was.
Force feed the wolf.
No. Plus 2 AC and a 3rd attack. No, I'm taking that.
Nah, you see, you then force feed me my frost giant.
I have a hill
Potion
giant
of
one too that I was going to
I have
down.
one of those too. Maybe
All right,
maybe
so
we
is
can
he-
get some fire giant ones.
As he leads you down, you see him pointing off to the east, where you see several orcs are moving a bunch of rocks from what appears to be a somewhat partially collapsed ceiling here. And as they're doing it, you see it light begin kind of go through, and you see another orc standing on the other side holding a torch as he looks through, and you see an orcish grin on his face as he begins to greet the prisoners that were locked away in all these cells that you begin to see down here, all of them now opened. Orcs still filing out of them at this point. I'm just not going to be moving all of those fucking 100 tokens.
Yikes.
With that, Uru kind of points off towards the east. He says, our people, last of us free ones before there. Uru will speak to our leaders about you. And with that, he kind of pushes off. Uru's people no harm you. Go where you need to. If he kind of points off to the east again, if go that way, be careful. Nasty smelling troglodytes there.
Now that we've released these guys, Markinor's thinking the chief, whoever that was that's been talking to us, what was his name?
Urul.
Urul, that's right. Let me put that in my notes here so I don't forget. Thank you. He'll look over to Urul and say, we have an odd request. We've been fighting for a good while now, trying to free your people here, and if at all possible, could we rest before continuing?
With that, Uru kind of looks at you and shrugs, says, Uru, don't care. He kind of points off. Cells smell bad, but can rest there.
And your people will stay here, correct?
With that, he nods and says, must talk to leaders, but Uru think we take back caves from lizards and nasty smelling troglodytes soon, and make sure all giants gone.
We'll make you a deal. We'll finish clearing out the rest of this place, clearing out the troglodytes, clearing out anything that might interfere in your home. If you can agree to ensure we get a safe rest for the evening.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm probably not good at these. Oh, I'm okay at these.
Okay.
Okay.
DC was a 10.
Okay.
DC was a 10. So with that, Uru thinks for a moment, says, Uru, people can take care of troglodytes, but he kind of once again glances back up at the hall at all the dead bodies. Would not hurt to have great warrior help. With that, he nods to himself. Yes, Uru will tell leaders. With that, he kind of motions, talking to one of the orcs beside him. He says, up there, room belong to keeper, has bed and door, should suffice, yes?
That would be more than enough for us. We appreciate it.
All right. So with that, Uru leads you off to the north, and you find yourself, God, one day fucking moving his Roll20 lags all over the place. Oh my God, it's taking forever just to scroll. All right, y'all are back up here, and then led into this room, which I'll open the door just so you can see.
Yeah.
Come on, Roll20. Jesus. Okay, there we go. They lead you into that room. You see him ordering this group of orcs to stand before the door. He says, you no bother, rest now. He once again looks around and kind of shakes his head. You earn rest. And with that, he shuts the door.
You unrest.
you earn rest.
Oh, earned.
You unrest.
And
I was so confused.
Literally, as soon as the door closes, Markinor just collapses on the ground. Just like, holy shit.
Red Eagle.
Oh, do you see that fire giant? All right, so as you find yourself sitting down, now protected by probably hundreds of orcs, you find yourself in this room able to have a completely and restful night's sleep.
Before that happens,
to take one.
What's the capacity on your ring of spell storing?
3, I think.
thought it was
Five,
five.
but yeah.
It had to have been 5.
And it was 4 for what we were doing, I think, right? Or was it 5?
No, it was
Nah,
5.
Mass
It
Cure
was
Wounds
5,
is
yeah.
5.
It's 5, yep.
Would you like me to replace the Mass Cure Wounds?
Absolutely, yes.
I will
Yes, please.
cast.
That was
I will
awesome.
cast Mass Cure Wounds into
So-
the.
The other thing that I did is I kept 1 point of lay on hands, just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, it's good planning.
I also have
Let me put it this way: I could give you a Mass Cure Wounds, or I could give you a Contagion.
How many spell slots do you got?
I wouldn't have any if we. put
I only have
Master
one
Wounds in.
5th level right now.
I don't have any 5th level, so because I'm a
You don't
split
need it.
multi-class, yeah, I got through level 3 spells.
I'm literally offering to put one of those two into your ring.
I'd rather have Mass Cure Wounds as a fallback.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I will cast Mass Cure Wounds into the ring then.
Because my ring's also open, and I have no spell slots right now. So
Of
course I could. No, we
I
took
could
2.
give you like a blight and cure wounds or something like that.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. I'm just trying to look at what
Yeah.
slots I still have because that was my last 5th level.
Yeah, no, just whatever.
I had 2 seconds.
I mean, I could give you blight or guardian of nature.
Whichever be more useful.
That's guardian of nature. You know what blight is.
Yeah.
I'll let you read. You'd probably want the Great Tree version.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as y'all are all working out spells and such before collapsing, I'm assuming for a long rest.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So with the promise of these orcs, unless another army shows up, you feel that you're probably going to get a good rest in with these orcs guarding the passageway. You know that there are prisoners spoke of, but the orcs seem to not necessarily care, but they have some sympathy as newly released prisoners themselves. And they said that they would wait for you to come back to deal with them because they have no interest. They're just going to kick them out otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But they said they'll let you talk to them first.
Good.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they've already been here for what I'm assuming is a while, and we're not
another
going
8
to.
hours.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
fine. I've got to sleep. I need to sleep.
I'll take
Alright,
I'm
the
so
so-
blight.
tired.
Blight. Okay. Then you have a blight and a cure wounds.
Okay.
Cure
Uh-huh.
wounds 1d8 plus 5. Then
Yeah.
blight is 8d8 DC 17.
Yeah,
Not as good as your DC, but it's still
yeah,
up
it's
there.
fine. Take care of it.
All right, so as you all find yourself concluding getting everything sorted out, and you see this large bed, the room kind of smells a bit funny, unfortunately. You're able to assume, based on the size of everything, that a large giant, one that you were told referenced one called Keeper, that what you heard during the battle was this grotesque, deformed-looking hill giant. You assume this was his room. If anybody wants to look around, you can.
I'll look around.
We'd also, I imagine, as we're kind of winding down, we would probably also search over those bodies outside.
Okay.
I mean,
The frost giant.
the giants and
giant,
stuff, because
the
we
two
pretty
fire
much
giants.
just poured through all of the combat for that.
Okay.
And didn't stop to check anything. So yeah, we would probably, as we're gathering ourselves and preparing to head back here, we would have kind of stopped and one by one kind of searched over the bodies of the fallen giants.
Okay. Everybody give me investigation checks for your looting.
Okay.
And then give me perception checks afterwards.
Okay.
Hey, Bro, what's the spell modifier on the cure wounds? What's the plus?
5.
Thank you.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. Also, during
Yeah,
this,
I'm real good at this.
during this.
Apparently, I can't perceive shit.
Do what
I
I
have
do?
this. I have this sword and this quiver that we got from previous. I'm hoping we can identify it at some point during this rest.
Yeah, I should be able to
Oh.
identify it since I only need 4 hours of rest.
Got that shield too.
Yeah. I can identify. Well, we identified the shield already.
We
You just
did.
need to be able to
It's just
attune
a
to it.
+1 shield,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Was it +1?
That might have been
Yeah.
+2.
I'm looking.
It was a
remember.
plus something shield, but that's all it was. I think.
I'm looking.
Yeah, and you would have to modify it to make it your spell focus. Was part of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a +1 shield.
+1 shield. What would you say I would need to do to change my... I need to actually spend time with that, though. I wouldn't be able to
you'd
do
have
it
to
right
spend
now.
time praying and stuff.
It'd be outside when we leave from here.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a little time, like I said, to get Tyr to bless it and all that.
Mhm.
So probably at least an hour of concentration, not resting or anything like that, just to do that. So if y'all would like to spend time identifying stuff, I can give you that plus what you find in your loot grab, and then we'll probably end the session after that. Everybody's cool with that?
Yep.
Let's go. Okay. Alrighty. So we'll start with local stuff. Everybody but Kaylin discovers, kind of at the same time, there's a loose stone in the floor of this room. And as you pull it out, you see several items. And I'm assuming y'all are going to identify this stuff, so I'm just going to post it straight.
Probably.
So you find a bunch of gold in a sack or a small pouch, giant size, it's small. You find gems, all of these, none of these diamonds, all sapphires, rubies, things of that nature. And inside this jug, inside of it, you see these potions that you recognize or eventually identify as potions of water breathing.
Okay.
As you look over the bodies of the bugbears, you find next to nothing. Their weapons, these morning stars on them. But otherwise, no money and such. A few broken javelins and things of that nature. They didn't have much wealth on them. On the giants themselves, on the keeper, you find that he seems to have kept all of his wealth in this room, which you found under the loose stone. On his body, you discover that his battle axe seems to radiate some magic, but unfortunately, it is way too big for any of y'all to use. Let's see what else here. We'll come back to the cell block. You haven't gotten there yet.
Is it too big for the orcs?
Oh, sorry. The bugbears do have gold on them.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. Let me change. Okay. All right. So let me do some counting real quick.
Okay.
Oh no!
6
Might be time to drop
times
some electrum.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40? 39, because you didn't kill the last one, and you will not be able to loot the chieftain's body. The orcs have taken that privilege from you because they slayed the chieftain. So, you can fight him for it if you want to.
We have
so-
assisted.
Didn't land the killing blow. That's all that matters.
Damn it.
So, all in all, across all of the bugbears, you find 234 gold pieces.
Okay.
Let's see. Continue reading here. So you don't get that.
30.
Oh, plus this, so you get... how many of those were there? 4? So another 200 gold pieces off of the last guys to show up, the lieutenants, because they were a bit beefier and a bit stronger, and also had some money, more money on them. Nothing from any of those, nothing from that. More slave quarters, they had nothing except foul-smelling slave quarters. On one of the fire giants, no, sorry, one of the hill giants, you find a gold chain set with a fire opal in the manner of a watch fob that seems to be worth a little bit of money.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, you haven't observed there yet, so you don't get that quite yet. Haven't gone there. Haven't gone there. Okay. So in your searching of the bodies, that is what you are able to find. Not finding much on the fire giants, just their weapons and such. Their pouches filled with a couple more rocks each, but obviously not being of any use to you. If they had any wealth, you feel that you may have to go explore to find it. You can't find it on their bodies. So that'll be the conclusion of the loot for that. And we will go back and reference what you found on the first floor. So that was
I
the...
don't need that.
Hmm?
On the first floor? What do you mean?
The weapons. The identifying the weapons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't identify
Or,
their.
no, that was on the bottom floor. Sorry, it wasn't on the first floor. That was in this room. So you had all that fun stuff. You discovered that the quiver that had 11 arrows in it are +1 arrows. So 11 +1 arrows to Aelion, who has those already. You discover that the spear is imbued with some bit more powerful magic. You discover this is a +2 spear. And finally, you learn that the short sword is imbued with magic, sharing a lot of kind of some properties with evocation. And you discover that while it does require attunement, so whoever wants to use this will have to take an hour of their time to attune with this weapon, it is a magical weapon called Flame Tongue, and allows you to speak a command word, have the flames erupt from the blade, and every time you deal an attack with it and hit something with it, it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage.
Yo, the
I'm
long,
assuming
the long sword.
short sword.
Short sword.
Flame tongue swords are really cool.
I think Aelion had that.
Yeah, I gave it to Aelion.
So if you, being an elf, you only have to require 4 out of your 6 required hours or 8 hours. You could spend during that time tuning to this if you want to.
Shatter spike and that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So if you decide to do that, I will go ahead and give you the sheet for it. So there you go.
I'm gonna take it.
The fucking druid over here.
Hey, if it's on fire, it's not made out of steel, right?
That's not how that works.
Right? That's how this works.
Were there any other items you wanted to investigate? You did find a few more things, but nothing that was immediately magical to your eyes.
Just for fun, I want to investigate that magical great axe, even though I can't do anything with it.
You find that the huge great axe is a +1 great axe, but
Got it.
far too large for anyone to use.
There was a frost giant in there too, right?
No, there was a cloud giant.
Oh, it was a cloud giant. That's right.
Let me see if he had anything. Give me a second. Do.
Bag is getting heavy.
You find another 250 gold pieces on the cloud giant.
I would like to take one of his fingernails.
Okay, make a survival check. Yeah, nailed it. Able to get a fingernail of a cloud giant, along with 5 fingernails of a fire giant on a fire giant hand.
Cool.
All right, so I think that about concludes your loot for the session.
I would just like to point out that we're slowly running out of space. Not to alarm you, but we're at 424 pounds out of 500 right now.
Drop the electrum.
Yeah, when we get to the point where
Drop
we need
the
to make
silver.
choices, I will be dropping the Electrum.
Oh, give it all to the orc.
It's probably theirs anyway.
Give it to the Lord.
Ooh, shiny.
Have fun with Electrum.
This
Oh,
our
even
favorite currency.
Oh, it's only
God.
More valuable than
silver
silver.
shares.
The orcs have taken it as their currency. I like the comment that was made.
No wonder they're
before.
evil.
The finder's fee.
No, the one I think Rin made it, and he talked about that in their Undermountain thing. They mentioned that the people in the Undermountain only keep Electrum and use that for their economy because adventurers steal gold and any other things, but they don't want Electrum. So they use
great.
Electrum for their currency.
Yeah, I've seen that now. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about
All
to
right.
drop attunement to the shade and
Okay.
attune to the flame.
Okay.
Or is this a +1 short sword?
No, it is not.
No, it's just a regular. Okay.
Yeah, just it's a magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance, but it does not give you any pluses to attack or damage.
It just gives you an extra 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, more damage. It's not like your hits low anyway.
Yeah. So, like I said, make sure you do your math on that one. No extra plus hits, but damage you can throw that 2d6 on, which is
And
another
it's
roll
fire.
thing that will, plus fire, and then if you roll it, it can be procced by a nat 20. So
Extra
It's pretty nice.
12 damage.
All right. So with that, everything seems to be concluded for this session. Next session, y'all will be spending probably some time exploring some of the other chambers. The orcs are kind of having a run at the place, so you have to keep that in mind, as this is their home. So they've agreed to leave the prisoners there, but you think maybe they might do some of the looting for you. And if you want to grab any more of it, you may have to negotiate with a band of orcs. But it seems for the most part, as of now, you're on friendly terms with them. And they have spoken of troglodytes as well as lizards somewhere else within this underground lair that you have stumbled on. But for the most part, it seems you've killed most of the leadership of the giants in this particular place, gained a little bit of information, and saved some orcs for the most part. You have some more prisoners that you need to go speak about those. So hopefully, yay. But that is where we're going to go ahead and end the session for the evening.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Ending with a long rest.
Ending with a long rest.
I was like, all right, I've got to try this because I have nothing left. Like, I kept one spell slot, intentionally kept a first level spell slot just in case. And I was like, I have nothing. Like, when we went through the upstairs, I didn't consider that there would be a downstairs that would be, like, noteworthy. So, yeah.
Same.
Yup.
Kind of burned
And
everything
people got
immediately. Mm-hmm.
People got word downstairs before y'all showed up, so that made this a little bit tougher than it would have been if you went down secretly. So, good
But
news
the
is
good
that-
news is they all
y'all fought
died
everything.
and we didn't.
Yay.
Half of the dungeon has essentially been cleared to this point, so you've got that going for you.
Which is nice.
That was the part with my other group that ran this. It took 3 sessions to get through the battle
Wow.
Oh my.
because it was just everything. The kitchen sink was thrown at them. So it's fun.
You're
It's a fun little
saying-
section.
Not everything was thrown at us.
There was one extra thing that could have been in there had you pissed off the wrong people, but because you did alert people here, they did not show up for the fight. So,
Great.
yep.
Cool. So they ran.
We'll see.
Got it.
We'll see what you discover next session, how far you want to explore, and what else maybe you discover.
All right.
But I'm gonna head off of here. Actually,
All right.
I gotta get ready.
Gonna end stream.
All right, bye, stream.
All right.
Eye strain.
Alright.